last time you guys did a lot of things because I have over a page in my summary of all the things you did.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because we kept on jumping to different people. All right, so Zaitari had contacted Thanic and, had expressed some concerns about the upcoming auction and its security. So he said he sent over Dr. Cara Adams, one of his own, to monitor the security and whatnot, and to help out with security. Um, Melanie and Ronny headed into Valido. Melanie stopped by the Risen Phoenix jewelry shop to see if she can get a necklace made for Shaddoc, with intentions of getting it enchanted eventually. Quaal, the dwarven jeweler, had no idea how that, he makes jewelry. He's not a magic man. So, but he's got the magic hands. But he didn't really know much about the magic stuff. So
He didn't have the magic in him.
yes. Yes. So he didn't know how that would do. Roddy went in search of for some materials, a wide mouth jar and a wick for a ceremony, a memorial that he would be preparing for Zaitari. And when it was clear that Melanie had to get some more info on enchanting, they headed back to the keep. But not before that Melanie stopped by to get a adequately sized teddy bear for Shaddoc. Not huge. That was in the notes. Dr. Cara Adams, PhD of art history and law, arrived at the keep. She and Zaitari went over theory details for the auction. Dr. Adams had told Zaitari that there were a couple various thieves guilds outside Valido that already have expressed interest in the event. She made a couple suggestions, mainly the ones that involved seeing invisibility, since it was a common enough spell amongst the thieving community to gain access to. Melanie asked the good doctor, since she was a lawyer, because all lawyers know all things apparently, how one would go about adopting an abandoned child. Since it wasn't her area of expertise, she suggested heading to the Hall of Records in Valido. That would probably be the best place to start. And then once, that was taken care of, Cara said she would speak with Jacob Ladder, head of the auction house, and some of the local guard in the area to coordinate security efforts. Zaitari spoke to Tegan about getting some shark teeth jewelry made. Tegan, helped out with that. Also, helped Ronny make his first piece of jewelry, a nice keychain. And with the prerogative of maybe getting them enchanted with either water breathing or water walking eventually. A tired Alexandria arrived at the keep, just giving him some news. Since the relic of Sahinine was not locatable during this time, and do you think an old one might be involved? She had checked out the area around Lanks, where previous activity was thought to be taking place, associated with the old one. Unfortunately, there hasn't been any activity of any kind, which is weird because the island is kind of still an active, fishing area for village, and had tiny pockets of fishing villages. So that's probably a time to go and check out. She'll check out or hire somebody to check out later to do some recon. While she was at the keep, she did ask Rain and Demeter for some belladonna and arsenic. She was making a sedative to help her get to sleep. Among other things, the party asked her to see if they could enchant some stuff, and before she left, and make a messaging brooch. And then she took Zaitari's offer and went to go soak in the baths in the keep. Zaitari casted plant growth to accelerate the growth of the glow vine, which was pretty harvestable quickly. The meter did mention to the group that the ocean song roses they had procured from the Feywild had properties that decelerated aging to a point of maybe reversing it. It's going to take some experimentation to make use of its properties, however. It's not like she can go ask Baba Yaga how you make that tea she drinks. Melanie headed to the hall.
Send her a message. Hey, Baba Yaga, can you give me that secret recipe for that tea, girl?
Spill that tea. Thank you, KK.
I'm sure that she would be so she would help you so much.
Yep, so much.
Just for a small favor, probably.
Small favor, right? You want a favor from Baba Yaga?
Do you need your teeth found again?
See?
Yep.
She might. I mean, she loses them a lot. Melanie headed to the Hall of Public Records, and after much rambling and to a dead-eyed administrator, George,
bureaucrat.
She left with a small stack of papers and gave George some pears via paying too much for them and having them sent to the Hall of Public Records. Afterwards, Melanie and Rain spoke to each other, had a heart talk. Zaitari and Ronny went outside in the evening, held the funeral ceremony for Grela. The relic sang a song of the dead for the Shaddoc. The group discussed how they were going to deal with the children, Pastries and Shaddoc, since they should not be left to their own devices while the auction is going on. Wern, the innkeep Wern, suggested Philip could probably keep them occupied with a bunch of stories. They asked what Philip would want to return, if you guys ever come across some star liquid, which is pretty much mythical absinthe. If absinthe actually did what it was supposed to do, then that would be cool. While this conversation was happening, Persephone walked by and offered her babysitting services as well. And then, you had a short talk about, getting suitors for, tutors, not suitors. She's way too young.
Little too young.
I mean, now is not the time to start talking about arranged marriages.
To be fair, we did discuss Shaddoc potentially having suitors of, Tilda and Theo's children.
That we did.
So, in a way, you're kind of right.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry.
If that were ever to happen. That'd be cool. Yeah, and that's about it. So, it is auction day. You already had received some guests. Most of the nobles, where's my guest list? Rosie had shown up with Pierre.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Duchess Magnolia with her children Mabel and Galloway. Galloway was the bullywog kid you helped turn back. Duke Javier is in the vicinity. Marquis Blanchette, Duchess Shalon of the Tolbert region with her son. Lady Tabitha Lovier, Sir Roderick of the Loyalars. Huge. You spotted Huge in the crowd. He was
Wait, Sir Roderick of the Loyalars?
Yes. Sorry. Francois.
Francois. Okay.
My bad.
He has a different surname, but
yeah. Francois. Rosamund's here. Spot this woman with Coke bottle glasses. Tiffany, the gnome, had arrived. The one that tumbled with Melanie a bit. Couple other people that you don't recognize. Most of them are merchants. And yeah, that's everybody roll a perception check for me.
Oh boy.
23 is my passive perception.
Okay.
But never mind. Mallory, completely oblivious as usual.
Zaitari, excuse me.
Excuse me, you're right. Zaitari, my bad. My perception.
Okay.
Listen, I can't help it. I didn't take the one time I decided not to take perception as a skill.
All of you, bar from Zaitari, see a very familiar half-elven woman that you were on a ship with for a while.
The
Captain
Uh,
Grenadier?
Captain Grenadine. Yep.
No, Marin.
No. Oh, okay. What's her face? The daughter of the captain on
Oh, yeah.
Ronnie's old boat,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Old ship,
Yeah,
rather.
she kind of waltzes in like after everybody, like 10-15 minutes, pretty close to when the auction is going to start. And it's just looking around. While you're doing that, Tilda,
Yes.
Duchess Magnolia has, waltzed over to you, making sure
Oh,
that
sure.
there's a pause in conversation. You were speaking with Pierre and Rosamund, and she waited for, pause the conversation to try to get your attention. And she says, Lady Matilda. Sorry, claw in the knee. Lady Matilda, it's so good to see you again. How are you? You look lovely, and this is you have a beautiful ballroom here.
Thank you, darling. Yes. How lovely to see you again, Duchess Magnolia. Do you remember my sister Rosamond? And I'm sure you've met Pierre, whose name I've forgotten. Give me a second. I'm scrolling.
Hubert.
Hubert. Pierre Hubert.
Oh yes. God, it's so lovely. It's so lovely to see you again. Um, I'm sorry. Galloway has actually a request if
Oh,
and you see Galloway, he's looking a lot more spry,
Less froggy?
I was about to say
much
less
less
froggy. Yeah.
like with your keen eyes, you do still notice that he does have like the very yellowish frog-like eyes, but they're not
Okay.
like bulging frog-like eyes. Um, and he says, hi, Lady Matilda. I was wondering if Nenreen was around.
Oh yes. Nandrine can be found in the library. That's where they spend most of their time.
Because I was and he kind of sheepishly brings out a small box wrapped in gift wrap, of blue and white, and he said, I have a present for them, and I just wanted.
I can bring you to the library if you'd like, and if your mother doesn't mind.
Oh, and Lady Magnolia says, "Oh, of course not. Of course not.
Of course, she's welcome to come.
It's I will. I think he just Galloway says, I'll just bring this. I kind of want to do it alone if that's cool. Well, like, not. And he's like,
All right,
yeah.
it's fine. It's just I thought I'd make the offer. It seemed rude to not include your mother.
No, Lady Magnolia. I will mingle among the others. There's some faces that I haven't seen for a while, especially yours, Lady Rosamond. We had not chatted for quite a while since the last. Wow, probably past year or so. I suppose. And Rosamund and Pierre start making polite conversation with Mabel, and
Yeah, I make my excuse, like I beg pardon kind of thing, and then I will say, "Come along,"
okay.
to Galloway.
Okay. He follows you very closely, not wanting to get
I
lost.
resist the urge to say, "All right, dear, let's hop along." But
Yeah, he follows you closely. He doesn't want to get lost in the sea of people. So yeah, so you do that. You guide Galloway to the library. While this is going on, several of you with passive perceptions higher than 15, are okay. So you're allowing Shaddoc and Pastry. Well, you're allowing Shaddoc to like look around and not cause trouble. Is anybody with her?
I would imagine Persephone is.
Well, yeah, Persephone is. So you do see Shaddoc and Persephone. They are speaking to. They're talking with each other. You don't see Pastries with her.
Uh-oh.
Grela would not be with them, but she would be nearish by,
Mm-hmm.
Let them fail first.
Okay. So yeah, you're see. Shaddoc has like a million questions about everything that's being sold. Like, what's that? And what's that? And what's that? And what's that? And what's Persephone has to explain. You know, what a vase is, because you don't really put vases in. Anyways, and then you see Persephone look around, and Rain, you hear her say, "Oh shit, pastries, pastries! Fuck, they're gonna kill me."
I will go assist because even if I'm not directly beside them, I am making sure to keep a very watchful eye on this ongoing. Is there a problem?
And you see like Persephone looks at you and sighs. I was explaining what this vase was, and what the like etchings were on, and I turned around and Pastries is gone. I'm really sorry. She was just here a minute ago. I
It's
swear.
okay. It's fine. Let's go find her.
Okay.
Hmm?
Okay. And Shylock's like, didn't she? I thought I. And she just kind of like, oh, never mind.
Dear.
Yes. This is she. Yeah. Shylock says.
Well, what did you see something? Did you see where Pastries went? Is she?
Well, she kind of. I think I saw her going to the kitchen, but she looked like she didn't want anybody to know. And I think I should stop talking. I think I'm gonna stop talking.
It's okay. It's okay. But we just want to make sure that nothing goes wrong. There's a lot of people here who are, very picky about things.
Okay.
So let's you and I go to the kitchen and see if we can find Pastry.
Okay. So, like, I have a question, Mel.
Yeah?
So does that mean that bird's not supposed to be in here either?
I'm sorry?
The bird. No, not the bird. The what are they called?
Point. Which direction? Point me in the correct direction.
Up there.
I look up.
You look up to in the way she's pointing, and you could barely see it. In the corner, there is what looks to be a squirrel of some sorts. Probably like a sugar glider.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's a druid.
Yeah, is that a bird?
I'm gonna be honest, it's very far away, but I think that's a squirrel.
Oh,
It's...
I thought they didn't have wings.
What?
Wings. Squirrels don't
I
have
think-
wings.
Oh, well, some of them have glidey bits. And I think that's one of the ones with the glidey bits. You know what? I am going to actually send you on a quest. Okay? I
Okay.
want you to head to the kitchen
Okay.
and see if you can find pastries.
Okay.
I am going to have Persephone go with you because she will be your guide so that, you know, because every good quest you have to go with a guide. Otherwise, you know, it's not a quest. So,
And you see Persephone says, "Come on, Shaddoc. Let's I'll go grab. We'll get some oatmeal cookies too." And Shaddoc's like, "Okay." And you see Persephone and Shaddoc head towards the kitchen.
I head towards wherever I see. Who am I gonna have deal with this? Do I see? No. I'm trying to think of. Do I see Tilda anywhere?
Roll a perception check.
Assuming that she's trying to be seen mingling, so.
You don't see. Well, you see her, but you see her heading out of the ballroom with a familiar. You were there with Galloway, so you see her heading out of the ballroom with a froggy child.
Tilda, I say over the brooch. Tilda, there's okay, so there's a rodent on our ceiling, and I think that it may be a person.
I beg your pardon?
That remember that one time that we found a cat and it was a person?
That was bittersweet.
Yes, I know. I'm saying that there's a squirrel on the ceiling in a spot where I find it very odd that a squirrel would be in the on the ceiling since it's pretty busy right now. It's not really squirrel time. So, I think there's a person on the ceiling. Do you want me to do anything about it? You know, I took to heart the fact that you wanted me to tackle less dwarves. And so I'm putting myself out here saying, what would you like to do about the squirrel that is probably a person on the ceiling? Because I understand that maybe I shouldn't tackle it, or in this case, throw something at it. Because it's too far for tackling.
No, don't throw anything at it.
Okay.
Are you certain it's not just a regular rodent?
I mean, do we normally have flying squirrels in here?
I don't know.
Little
I haven't
glidey
spent
bits.
a lot of time here.
Hmm.
You and I both, we have not spent a lot of time here.
Didn't you grow up near here? Did they have little flying squirrels?
I grew up further. Oh, wait. Did they have little flying squirrels
I mean,
where I grew up?
well, Leona. I mean, there is the occasional like sugar glider squirrel every once in a while.
Okay. So either we have an infestation, which is Tilda's
I'm
first
just
thought, to be completely honest.
I feel like that's. I think that's Rose's experience seeping into the game.
Yes, it is. Okay. Fuck you for choosing a squirrel. Dare it.
It's not a regular squirrel.
Doesn't matter. I had squirrels and flying squirrels. I had two types of squirrels infesting my apartment.
What
They're
if?
still there.
Do we have anybody that can, you know, talk to things that they can see. You know, that message spell that people know sometimes.
Tilda will turn to Galloway
Mm-hmm.
and say, Galloway, darling,
Yeah?
just one moment. I've been contacted by someone. There's a bit of a situation.
Okay. I'll stand here.
Little situation.
Scroll situation. Thank you. Well, I will stand here with you for the
Okay.
moment.
Okay.
It's just I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you.
No, that's fine.
So I kind of
Do you want to send
I
them into the
just
kitchen? That Shaddoc is in there and they're getting cookies. Just throwing that out there. That might not be age appropriate. I don't know. I don't remember how old this kid is.
He's pretty young. He's the accident child, so he's like 8.
Yeah, I was thinking that he was pretty young.
so Shattuck and pastries and Persephone are getting cookies. Is that what you said to me?
Yeah.
Okay. I've just been informed that some other children are in the kitchen getting cookies. Is that something you'd be interested in?
I like cookies. Can I get one?
Kitchens are right there.
Okay.
Through that door. Tell them that you're a friend of the house.
Okay.
Introduce yourself.
Mhm.
That sort of thing.
Okay.
And I will get you as soon as possible.
All right. He scampers. He walks quickly. He doesn't run. Towards the kitchen.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And I'm doing the same, like, quick walk over to Melanie.
I have not taken my eyes off that squirrel.
Mhm.
Watching it like a hawk watches a squirrel.
But I noticed that
I
Melanie is acting odd.
Yeah. At this
I mean,
point,
it's Melanie.
yeah. You
No, no,
you
it
know,
was-
and Rain, you do too as well. I mean, Ronnie does for
Okay.
sure too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna look up at the ceiling where the squirrel, where the squirrel is, but I'm just gonna follow Melanie's sight lines. And I
There.
would imagine I see the sugar glider.
Yep.
I mean, your perception is shit, so maybe not.
Well, it's a passive of 14, so I feel like that's enough to at least notice it.
Yeah. You see a flying squirrel. Just
How
kind of like.
high up is it?
The ceiling here is about. Let me check.
Can I say once I reach Melanie, I will I'll have her point it out to me and then use the sending spell. Send it ascending, please.
Yeah, it's about 25 feet.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, what does sending do if they don't speak a language?
It still understands you. It just needs to have an intelligence score of 1.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I will send a message, send a sending to it and say, "Hello. Is there a reason you are loitering in the ceiling here?"
So you're saying if it has an intelligence score of 1, it can like respond in some form?
It understands the meaning of your message.
Okay.
I
When-
put the spell
I
into
see
the
it.
chat, so
It understands the meaning.
creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately. The spell enables creatures with intelligence scores of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your message. So, the meaning of your message isn't necessarily word by word.
Okay.
But you could send the message across any distance and even to other planes of existence. But if the target is on a different plane, there's a 5% chance that the message doesn't arrive.
Okay. You hear nest, material, material for nest, and you see it start like
It's a fucking real sugar glider!
And Melody, you start seeing it like just scurry above any protruding areas it can grab onto and start like searching for things.
Oh, that's a real squirrel. Huh. You know, I really just assumed it was somebody who was doing some nonsense, so
Yes, I know.
whoops.
So what do we do about this?
Just leave it
All right.
for now. It's not...
No! It will inevitably run over someone's foot or up their skirt and will ruin the auction.
But, I mean, if we just leave it up there, maybe it'll just stay up there, and it won't do anything. Maybe?
No, we need... What room is it in?
It's in
Like
the
the ballroom?
It's in the ballroom.
Shit. Do we have anything set up for a distraction outside?
Do we have anyone that can speak with animals? Like, without blowing a 4th level spell? Like, can Ronny talk with animals? Does he have,
Nope.
like, a... Yeah, I didn't think that'd be something you'd have
I look like a
prepared all the
turtle, but
time.
not a turtle.
Is the druid boyfriend around?
Yeah, he's actually around. Him and Iskin are looking at a statue of the pewter figure of the ego that's set in bloodstone, and they're just looking at it, and you know, you hear Iskin says, "Yeah, it kind of looks like you when you turn into an ego," and you know, you see Leo said, "Well, if you tilt your head, maybe." Maybe. And they begin tilting their heads.
My first thought for that sugar glider was that it was Leo, but alas, that has been proven
Yes.
wrong.
Well, we know that he can turn into animals, so I would like to go, and I'm gonna assume that maybe he can talk to him too. Who knows?
Okay.
So I'm gonna head over and say, "Excuse me, Leo."
Oh, hi, Sir Melanie. Can I help you? And you see Iskin like look at you
Maybe
two. Okay.
I have a favor to ask.
Okay. How can I help?
Since Melanie's abandoning me, by the way, I am watching that
Yeah, it's
squirrel now like a hawk.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
scary, so-
assuming that just. Can you talk to squirrels?
Let me see if he has it prepared for the day. One sec.
This is complete and utter bullshit, Jared. I just want you to know that.
I'm sorry. Moon, Leo. Oh, yeah. I do have speak with animals prepared to be. Why? Is there something wrong? Is there like a
Okay,
rampaging bull or
so-
something?
No, here's the thing. There's a squirrel over there. And I was worried that it was a person.
Okay.
It really was. But it seems to just be, a regular squirrel.
Okay.
However, it's not, really, we feel like it might get, into some trouble if it's just left to its own devices. And so we thought maybe you could just ask it to leave so it doesn't, run up somebody's skirt and scare them.
I mean, it's probably more afraid of you guys and. All right. Where is it?
It's over. Do you see Tilda?
Yeah, I see her.
You see her staring at the ceiling,
Yeah,
like the
okay.
ceiling's going to attack her. Yes, there. That, yes.
Oh, I see. Oh. Well,
Is
I
there
s-
something wrong?
no, it's just. I see the squirrel, but you might wanna. He points to like another quarter, like far off, like where, there is some like dark wood paneling. You might want to get that hole plugged up because I think that's where it came from.
Okay, yes, we will tell somebody about that.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me prepare. Let me cast that spell. Hold on.
I'm this close to rage quit, Jared. I swear to fucking God.
So, do you just want me to like?
Just ask it to leave.
I'm gonna have
Just
to.
ask it to go live somewhere else. Tell it that you'll give it a cookie if it leaves or something. I don't really care.
I.
Just make it not here.
I'm gonna have
Is
to.
our request.
I'm gonna have to shout because, and it's gonna
What?
look. Well, I can't. It's up on the ceiling. How am I gonna talk to him?
Can't you be a squirrel?
You want me to turn into a squirrel? Go up there. Okay. Yeah.
Just talk to it while you are a squirrel?
I can do that. I just didn't want. I just didn't want to, alarm anybody by turning into a squirrel running up the wall and.
Here. Look, okay. Let's step into this alcove that
Oh.
I'm sure exists. We'll step into this hallway.
Okay.
You'll turn into a squirrel. You'll get in my hand. I'll pick you up, and I'll just kind of gently toss you towards the ceiling. No problems.
Oh my god.
That was when the auction was destroyed by a falling Goliath
Iskin looks like
who'd hit the ceiling
Melanie.
a little too hard.
Iskin says, Melanie, are you sure? Maybe.
Yes. Come on. How many people have I hurt by being too strong? Nobody.
Rain is having the time of her life off in the corner.
Rain's invisible giggling somewhere, isn't she?
Probably.
Roll
Yeah.
persuasion check.
With advantage?
No. Why would you get advantage? If you can explain to me why you would have gotten advantage.
I just wanted it anyway. It's fine.
All right.
Leia's upset 'cause I'm laughing.
And okay, he thinks, all right, give me a second. He turns into a gray squirrel. Okay. He is now a gray squirrel.
I pick him up gently.
Okay.
I give him a little pat on the head.
Okay.
Gentle pat.
Okay.
I would now like to go over to where I'm underneath the squirrel incursion that we are facing.
Okay. Just as you are about to throw the squirrel disappears.
What do you mean it disappears?
Roll a perception check. It has now turned into a fly, and it starts buzzing.
Well, if you could do that, why did you...
You
Very tempted to smush you.
there's no, not the squirrel in your hand, the squirrel on the ceiling.
No, wait, what?
The squirrel on the ceiling has turned into a fly.
Oh.
Leo, it's-
Brooch.
Leo's still in your hand.
Say over the brooch.
That motherfucker.
I turned it into a fly for now. We can think of something later. I'm getting a little tired of everybody
Are you
scrambling
fucking shitting me?
around.
It doesn't solve the problem, Mallory. Okay.
While you say this, Zaitari, Leo is in Mel's hand, going, looking at you, very confused.
I give him another small pat. And I say, well, I guess we maybe will ask for your services later, but for now you can just, do your thing. Just... Do you want me to take you back over to the corner? Do you want to just be a squirrel for a while?
The squirrel looks at you with narrowed square eyes. And shrugs.
Well, I'll take you back where you are. I will take him back to his friend. Because I don't know what their current relationship status is.
Yeah, Iskin was like, can I have my boyfriend back, please?
Here you go.
Thank you.
I wasn't sure if it was official.
Yes.
Iskin turns back. Few people who saw this are slightly alarmed, but they just go back to ways. I mean, a dragon attacked the city. This is the least of their problems. Leo says, I think I'm going to get some sandwiches. You want to go to the snack table, Iskin? And Iskin's like, yeah, sure. We'll see you. And Iskin says, we'll see you around, Mel. Goes over to the snack table, goes for the punch and snacks.
Spanish in this world?
Hmm?
Nothing.
Sandwich?
I said adios.
Oh.
I said adios.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, continue.
So there's a fly buzzing around. Okay. So that problem is solved.
Well, it's just for an hour.
According to the song.
But I can recast it.
If you can find it again.
I imagine between the people who have insane perceptions will be able to find it.
Or,
The
you
idea
know,
of
when
the
somebody
punch bowl.
smacks,
Yeah,
or,
the
you know,
idea
when
was
somebody
to
smacks
pour
the
it down and
fly.
catch it.
But he's just not in business, and you forget concentration, and the squirrel just hits him in the face, where it drops from just where it's flying around.
Or somebody just hits the fly, and it becomes the squirrel again because it loses enough hit points. And
what,
chaos.
You don't think it has a high AC? Come on, a fly has got at least like a 20 AC.
I was hoping to, have it come down or, as flies do, try to find light and try to leave. And then we could try to grab it and let it outside and I'd turn it back into a squirrel.
Just go have a picnic.
And it will just come
it'll
back
come.
in.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, we can't fix the hole right now.
Right, so there's really no... So the...
We've delayed the problem. We've only delayed
Exactly!
Yeah.
But we did delay it.
But we could have just fixed it now!
Yeah, we could have. But Zaitari didn't know that, I guess, so... What's done is done.
Mm-hmm. Tilda will go find Galloway
Alright.
and lead him to the library.
Alright. When you go to the kitchen, Galloway is having a rousing conversation with Pastries and Shaddoc, who have glasses of milk and plates of cookies off to the side at a table.
So if she's going to the kitchen, Melanie will accompany.
Okay.
Just by the way.
Alright. You see the children in the kitchen, away from the busy kitchen staff, with a plate of cookies, some glasses of milk, and they're chatting amongst themselves. Pastries has
Total number of children.
well, 3. Four.
Oh, thank God.
There are
Okay.
3 younger ones, Persephone, so 4
Okay.
children technically. Pastries has taken out her plant guide and starts pointing to pictures. Shaddoc is asking a million questions of what these plants are because she has never seen these plants. And Galloway is pointing out certain plants and saying, hey, that's the one that healer tried to use on me, but it didn't work. It's dung now.
To just every plant. Is it-
It's like every fourth or fifth plant. He's like he seems to recognize a few of them. It's like that healer used that on me. That one tried putting it in my eyes. That one tried that plant was they squeezed juices into my mouth. It didn't work.
Galloway, darling.
Oh, hi, Lady Matilda.
Hello. Well, I'm sure you're all enjoying your time, and I'd hate to break up the fun. I can bring you to the library now, if
Okay.
you'd like.
Yeah, I'd like that. Can I come back here with and like eat more cookies with them after we're done?
I wouldn't want you to spoil your dinner,
Okay.
so we'll have to ask your mother.
Okay.
But if she says it's all right, there's no reason why you couldn't.
Okay. And you see
And Galloway,
mhm.
if your mother doesn't want you to come back tonight, if she wants you to stay with the party, then maybe you could ask if you could come over some other time.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, everything's like I like it. It's like the cookies are really good, and you have some cool animals here.
Hmm. Um.
Like, and you hear like Shaddoc with her like her mouth full. Yeah, we saw what is it called? Um. Oh.
Moving on.
Oh.
Shaddoc. No. So
Better to swallow first.
Sorry. What do you call
at the
those?
mention of the mention of animals, there's Tilda might have had a small tick, but it's barely perceptible.
Okay.
Or it's barely perceptible.
Like, oh, what? Yeah, the rat.
No, Shaddoc.
What?
She means the squirrel.
Oh, not rats, darling. So rats and squirrels are different. And
No,
that
I
was...
know what a rat is. I used to eat them.
Oh.
Oh, are you?
But where did you see a rat?
Over there. I told the cook
No.
about it. The cook says they're gonna take care of it.
Somebody's got a bag of wondrous things, and they're tossing little rodents around here.
Like a bag of tricks?
Yes, that. I temporarily forgot what the word was, but yes.
He's still in the main room for
Yeah.
the auction.
Yep.
His job, which was to keep an eye out for suspicious behaviors in people.
Yes. Roll another perception check. Now that you are less distracted by the squirrel.
Us in the kitchen or
Ronny.
oh, okay.
So you're looking for any suspicious activity.
Yeah. So I would have gone out on all frequencies that I think Tilda would have said something about. We seem to be having a rodent problem overall. This might be some sort of arcane distraction, exactly. Be on the lookout, please.
Okay, Ronny.
So.
So you are looking about the auction. Well, the viewing space for the items that are going to be on sale. There's an individual that catches your eye. It's a bald human, on the heavier side, with mutton chops, and he looks nervous. Like he's constantly looking around. He's constantly.
See me not tackling that person? Because that's restraint right there.
Well, you guys are in the kitchen.
You don't see it.
Yeah,
I know.
Ronny sees this.
I feel it in my bones.
He does have a small notepad, so he's like writing down things and looking around and writing more things down. Slight tremble when he writes as well with that high perception.
I'm gonna find Rain if she's still in the same room.
Okay. She's
Yep.
you're still Rain's still in the same room. Tilda and the kids and Melanie are in the kitchen right now.
And I'm just gonna walk up to Rain and just try not to gesture too obviously, just like a subtle point over towards the bald, mutton-chopped gentleman.
Okay.
I think he is someone we should be keeping an eye on more closely.
Alright, I'll keep an eye on him. Anything in particular?
He seems very nervous and he's taking notes. You can see it, look at him, his hands are shaking.
Yeah. Rain will use, the old Assassin's Creed social stealth to just get closer and observe.
Yep, I know it.
I bow my head in prayer.
Okay.
Subtly just pickpocket everybody as you walk by.
Yep.
Yeah, everything you pickpocket tonight has to go to charity, though, so. Yeah.
I was about to say, please, please don't pickpocket our guests.
So yeah, so you're heading
Just
in
good
that
for
direction, Rain?
Mhm.
All right. Start heading in that direction. What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 23.
Okay. So as you're walking by, you're catching idle pieces of gossip as you are walking towards this gentleman. One particular piece of gossip catches your ear. And I'm gonna send you a message. One sec.
Mhm.
And you hear this from some, like, a couple merchants, like, in a little, like, group. Looks like they haven't seen each other in a while. So they're, like, talking about, like, affairs, news from their neck of the woods, that kind of thing. But you make your way towards this bald gentleman. He does seem kind of nervous, and he's just, looking. You do notice as you get closer, he does have a little sweat at his temple too, which is odd because the bar room isn't too hot. It isn't really that hot. It's like it's comfortable.
It's probably not going to become up, but I do have blind sight as long as I can hear out to 10 feet. So if there's, anyone invisibly following me or anything, or invisible next to them,
Okay.
there are 6 now. Is there anything about him that gives like more a hint now that I'm closer? Like, I don't know, a symbol,
Roll an
type
investigation
of
check
clothing.
for me.
21.
Okay. He looks tired. It looks like he's been like somebody like that's been running empty fumes for a while. So he looks exhausted, a little exhausted. Um, he uh, one second.
Okay.
Yeah, he has some minor tremors. Since I'll give this to you since you are a potion maker and an alchemist. He looks like he's going through a withdrawal of sorts, as well.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just kind of, wander away. No, I don't, because we don't have to talk. I forget we don't have to actually say anything out loud. I'll just say to Ronnie. He may be looking to pick up something, perhaps. he looks like he enjoys some of the more potent alchemical concoctions a little too much. He might be coming down from it.
Understood.
So we'll want to keep an eye on him. But it could be nothing more than that, possibly. Out of character. It is something more than that.
Ronnie will say, I'll just keep an eye on him, just in case.
Yeah, whenever I'm in the room with him, I'm definitely, keeping an eye on him. One half eye,
Okay.
He hasn't interacted with anyone, really, has he?
No, he doesn't look like he is here with anybody. He's kind of been keeping to himself, mostly. He does, at one point, while you're tailing him, there's another merchant that looks like he recognizes him, and you hear, hey, Scott, we haven't seen you, at the Tendrag, the card games for a while. How you been? And, the Scott, says, "Oh, I've been really busy. You know how it is," and kind of makes up been busy.
Sure, him off, kind of.
Yeah, been real busy. Haven't had much time. Those sales are real. It's going real good. Roll an insight check. It's not going real good. It's going real bad. It's going real bad. But either the merchant that recognizes him, either doesn't question it. He seems to okay. Well, hope to see you again at some point. Miss having you at the table. And kind of wanders off with another, towards another merchant, and they start talking amongst themselves, whatever. Yeah, that's the interaction you get. He does seem to be taking notes on the more pricier items, the paintings and whatnot.
I'll go up to him at one of the pit after, kind of backing off, and then, I'm approaching him, Obviously. See anything that's catching your attention?
And he kind of jolts up, looks at you. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I was just looking at this painting right here. It's the one of, the one that Dr. Adams had mentioned, Heinz, the wizard, the one with the obvious birthmark. Just looking at this painting, it's a beautiful piece of work by the artist. I don't know if I'll be able to afford it. The reserve, and you see the reserve, the reserve, Rain? It's they're written just below the pieces. This one's 600 gold pieces reserved.
Well, it's a pretty price for a pretty piece.
It is. It is.
I know it's considered bad form, but I have this. I don't know. Hope that's not coming over. It's not as nearly as extravagant, but there's this little etching of a mule I just find quite delightful. I may have to pick it up myself, even though it's, I think kind of bad form to bid at your own auction.
I am looking at the. Where is the etching? It's a nice piece. I think that Lady Tabitha is going to try to go for that piece. She does love her depictions of livestock. She does.
Small talk.
He's like, why are you he's giving off that feeling of, why are you talking to me?
So yes, well, that is a good thing to know. May give me an edge. Well, do you enjoy looking around? If you need any help, we have someone always around. And I'll wander off again.
Okay.
Oh.
He looks very nervous and goes back to his notes. Roll one more perception check.
The captain ain't getting shit.
Okay. There is another person that sees your interaction, and you just catch their glance as they look away. There's a halfling woman who stares daggers into him, while just as you leave. Female halfling. Let me get. Female halfling. Old lady. Salt pepper hair. Is currently using a cane. Has like a little neat bun tied in the back. Very well dressed. Has a beautiful beautiful brooch of a hummingbird that connects her shawl over her shoulder, like in the middle, below her throat. That connects the shawl, which is black lace, by the way.
I'll again kind of broach to Ronnie and just say, and tell him about the halfling. She was paying a bit of attention to my interaction. Maybe they're working together. Maybe she knows something. No.
Can I locate this halfling and can I get it? Can I read her vibes, please?
Okay. You spot the halfling. She is currently looking at the elven mead that is on display in the beautifully carved bottle. Kind of looking at it. Roll an insight check. Okay. She's looking at, some very beautiful items. But you notice her eyes slightly shift every once in a while, around some of the more well-dressed merchants. Her eyes go to merchants that are lingering on items, like higher priced items that they are considering buying. And her eyes shift back. She is not taking any notes. She is very good at keeping a low profile. You think she might be taking mental notes of other people and their items they're interested in.
Yeah, I'll broach back to Rain that she's more interested in the buyers and not the pieces right now.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have a lot of things to keep an eye on.
She might be trying to track who's gonna buy what so that she can rob them later.
That would be the way to pull it off. That's how I do it.
Alright. So while you guys are scoping out that deal, Zaitari, I need you to, let's see, I need you, and I'll have Tegan roll as well.
Okay.
Roll a perception check, just to keep an eye on where the fly is going.
Sure.
Just cast Hex on it? Oh no, that's concentration too, so
Nope.
never mind.
Nope, can't do that.
Okay.
If I can't find it, I'm gonna ask Ronnie or Rain.
Okay. Yeah, Tegan loses sight of it. You do as well.
Okay.
You see it hovering in one corner of the ceiling. You get distracted by a merchant woman who is saying how lovely some silk cloak is, and then when you turn your head again, it's gone.
Okay. I'll broach over to Rain. Hey, Rain. Any chance you could pick out that fly? Trying to keep an eye on
Do you
it.
have any specific descriptions? Height, weight, so on, special markings.
Yes, haha.
I guess I look for a fly.
Okay, roll a perception check. There are 3.
Wonderful. I broach this information back. I try to keep an eye on, all
All 3 of them.
I realize it's kind of late now, but I would have made it distinct enough so that I could be told between other black flies.
Okay.
Like I would have made it like an albino fly, or yeah, probably an albino fly.
Okay, there are 2 black flies and an albino fly, I guess. You find the albino fly, Rain.
One of these things is not like the other, and I start tailing it.
Okay.
And
it starts going over to the snack table, and it lands on like a piece of tuna that's fallen from a sandwich, like a tiny piece.
Can
Okay.
I do the what's the movie? I haven't actually Karate Kid thing.
You want to do? Yeah, I know the Karate Kid.
And try to lead it out for us to deal with it.
Okay.
It also works. I had a plan as well, but
Okay.
you probably can catch it better than I can.
Yeah, let's just do a sleight of hand. It's probably the easiest thing to do for you. All right.
Geez.
Yeah, you Karate Kid this thing. No problems.
That's my minimum roll.
No problem whatsoever.
If you hear any weird noises from my headset, Kodo's saying hi.
Hi, Kodo.
Just wanted to mention because he's currently walking around me. Normally I'd be muted, but I'm a little involved right now.
I'll say back to Zaitari. Me and my fly are going to go for a walk. If you'd like to join us.
Yes, I'm going to come because we're going. Let me grab a basket. I'm going to put it in a basket. I'm going to walk for a while and try to get it away from the keep so that it doesn't come back.
Cool. Alright, so you guys do that. Tilda, you are walking to the library with Galloway. And eventually you do, you head to the library.
By the way, you're going to have to carry that fly at least a mile away.
I can dimension door a couple times.
Oh my god.
So eventually we reach the door of the library. Is that what you said?
Yep.
DM? Okay. I will kind of tap on the door. See if anyone's home,
Okay. Yeah, you hear, yes, just a minute. Door opens. Nenrine's there.
Hello, Nenrine darling.
Yes?
I have a visitor for you. And I indicate Lord Galloway here is
Galloway
has sought you out.
Oh. Nenrine nudes. How are you? How are you feeling? Kind of awkwardly. And Galloway's, hi, Nenreen. So Mom told me that we were gonna come here, and so I got you something, as thanks for making me not turn into a frog person. I hope that's okay. And Nenri's like, yeah, it's fine, I guess, sure. He doesn't say that. He says like, yeah. Yahweh presents the present. Nenri opens it. Um, Inside is a very badly carved symbol of Ayun made of wood. And Galloway says, I made this. I know it's not great. I just like began making it. It it's better when it's a lot easier when your hands aren't, they don't have webbing. Very easy to hold a widow knife. And Nenrin looks at it and says, it looks good. Thank you, Galloway." And Galloway smiles. Um, it's like, yeah, yeah, thanks again. Praise be Ayun. And Nenrin kind of like arches an eye and says, "Yes, indeed." So it's kind of an awkward exchange. um, but eventually, thanks are exchanged, your welcomes are exchanged, and Nenrin goes back to whatever Nenrin does. And Galloway's like, "I hope they liked it. I think they liked it. Do you think they liked it? I tried really hard." And she's talking to you, Toda, at this point, as you guys are walking back to the ballroom. I don't hear you.
Sorry about that.
No, it's alright.
I'm not gonna lie, I was falling asleep a little bit. Um, sorry, it's been a long day.
That's all right.
So Galloway did what?
He gave Nenrin a carved symbol of Ayun that he carved himself.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, he did. It wasn't very good, but he's a beginner.
Mm-hmm. And what am I supposed to be responding to?
He said to you, I hope Nenrin liked it. I know it wasn't very good. That kind of thing.
I'm sure he loved it. There's honor in a gift given from the heart. Did you
Yeah.
put your heart into the carved symbol?
Not literally.
Of course not literally, darling. I mean, did you think about Nenreen when you were making it and wanted to make it good for them?
Yes.
You put extra care into it because you wanted it to be good for them.
Mhm.
Yes? Then you put your heart into it.
Yep. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, so you're walking back. Melanie, where are you at right now?
I would have been in the kitchens for a bit, and then I would have kind of probably I would have said to Shaddoc,
Yeah?
I think that it's probably about time to maybe head towards Philip. Was there anything else that you wanted to see before you went and had some time with Philip?
I don't think so. I mean, we ate all the cookies.
We did both eat far too many cookies. Yes. But I just wanted to make sure because I know that it's probably getting a little bit boring, other than the cookies, which is really not really related to the auction, but I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't anything you wanted to see, and then maybe we could head towards the tavern.
I don't think so. At that point, you hear from the basement, Cat, your cook, the half-orc woman Stonebreaker, yell, "By Pelor's balls! How the fuck did you get in here?" And you hear,
I look at Shaddoc and I say, Shaddoc,
yes?
I would very much like it if you would head to the tavern now. Would you
Oh.
take pastry with you?
Yeah. Persephone's like, yeah, let's go, guys. Time to go.
I say over the brooch, something's happening in the kitchen, not sure what's down, and then I go to check it out.
Okay. So you head towards the cellar.
Yeah, the basement, wherever I heard yelling.
Yeah, you head towards the cellar. You see a cat. She
Mhm.
has a frying pan, and there's a dead rat on the floor. Well, hold on, I gotta check something. You do not see a rat, but you do see a very angry, very large badger. And she is defending herself with a frying pan and yelling obscenities to it.
The fuck is happening right now? Cat,
What? Oh, Sir Melanie, I came down here, I came to take care of the rat disappeared after I hit it, and now there's a goddamn badger! It's the biggest fucking thing I've ever seen! Help me, jeez!
I'd like to attempt to restrain the badger.
Okay, I'm gonna...
I will not attempt to kill the badger, but I will not mind giving it a couple hit points of damage while restraining it.
Okay,
So...
I would like you to try to grapple the badger.
Is that just an attack roll?
Yeah. Well, let's do opposing athletics. It probably doesn't have a chance in hell, but me. Yeah. You restrain the badger successfully. It is a giant badger. It is as big as it's probably as big as technically it's as big as you. It's a medium-sized creature.
Good lord, why is that? I send a message up.
And you hear...
Can somebody come down here and tell me if this freaking badger that I found is magical?
Starts trying to gnaw.
Very angry.
Starts trying to gnaw and claw at your armor with no avail.
I'm not sure exactly, like, time-wise when this is happening, but I imagine that Zaitari is currently on her long walk to take the squirrel away from...
Yeah, you're like a quarter of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna be gone for like 40 minutes.
Okay. Alright, so Zaitari and Tegan are taking the polymorph squirrel away. Anybody gonna go home, Melanie?
Yeah, Tilda will.
Alright, Tilda heads to the kitchen. Just Tilda, or...
Rain will go, knowing that this is going to be trouble.
Okay.
And we'll try to help
I'll stay on Shady Person Watch in the main room.
You continue on Shady Person Watch in the main room. You guys head to the cellar, and what you see is Melanie, with the badger the size of her, being restrained by her, desperately trying to claw her.
Just magical. Just I don't want to kill it before it's told it's magical. It's so angry. It's making me angry.
I don't do badger well.
No, that's fine. I like it.
I would like to, I say, just keep it held still for a few minutes, and I'm going to cast Identify
Okay.
on the badger.
Okay, let's... Alright, hold on. I want to see something.
I'll use a spell slot to.
Appreciate you not making me just wrangle this badger for 10
For 11
minutes.
minutes, yeah.
Well, I wasn't sure if I had it prepared, but then I remembered knowledge cleric. I always have it prepared, technically.
Ha.
That's my secret cap. In particular, I would like to know what sort of spells this thing might be under, or whatever.
This
Maybe.
creature is a. This creature has been conjured,
Mm-hmm.
but but by all intents and purposes, it is an animal.
Okay.
Did Kat say that when she hit the rat, it disappeared?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So this
Which
is
is
either...
why
She is
I
still
wrangled
there.
with intent to stop.
Yeah, she's still there,
not-
further away with the frying pan. Produced a meat cleaver from somewhere.
Oh, Jesus.
So she is like at the ready just in case this badger is gone wild.
Badger's gone wild. Ooh.
That's quite the video.
It's terrifying.
Yep.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
It's just badgers going ham on a honeycomb hive.
I was about to say, it's just honey badgers not caring. Okay, so we used to have a bag of tricks long time ago.
Sweetie?
Like in the first year,
Brandon?
we found one.
Brandon? Can you
First
trade the
year of
cats?
our, campaign. So, right now, Tilda's thinking is either, and we've seen Bittersweet conjure up creatures and things like that.
Yep.
From, right. So right now, Tilda's thinking is either bag of tricks or conjure woodland creatures of some kind. And I just don't know what to do about this.
And I'm imagining Tilda's just looking at this badger like, oh, what do I want to do with this badger? Do you, and I'm just like wrangling, just stop biting me. And I kind of whomp it on the nose. Do you, I growl at it. What do you think we should do with this badger? Is it magical? Should I just whomp it really hard and it'll disappear like the rat did?
It's been conjured.
Okay.
Either we're dealing with someone who can conjure woodland beings.
Or a magical item that could do it.
Or
but
a magical item. Yes.
Why?
Like a bag
Is
of
somebody just
tricks.
trying to make our auction seem shitty
went
and full
this
of
way, I
animals?
think.
Either somebody's trying to infest our home and make us so... I think it's a distraction.
Ugh.
Somebody's trying to get us separated so that we don't pay attention to what they're secretly up to.
I think they've been successful then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get rid of this stupid badger and just... what do I do with it now? I've just got to...
No.
I take my sword and I attack the badger.
Okay. Just roll an attack.
Yeah.
Tilda's
yeah.
leaving before this is happening. She's
You
just-
attack the badger. You think you cleave it, and it disappears.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got 3 attacks, so this badger's...
The badger's gone.
Definitely.
It's gone at
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first hit.
I would be impressed if it was still around, because then it was a druid.
yeah. I wasn't
Um,
sure. I thought maybe it would have more than 15 hit points, so I thought maybe it would take 2, but...
Did you learn nothing from the wizard that you double fireballed?
I learned many hilarious things from that.
I hate my life. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, so we've got somebody
So-
up here.
Tilda's going back into the ballroom,
Okay.
and switching on true sight
Okay.
or whatever it is.
True seeing.
Hang on, give me. Wait. My third eye. Sorry. With ethereal sight.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
'Cause, I mean, invisible creatures still show on the ethereal plane, right? Like their presence is still. I don't know.
think so.
I don't know. You
Well, it's up
specific-
to
No.
you, Jared.
Well, no,
But-
I say ghosts and stuff like can jump to the ethereal plane. There's things that can jump into the ethereal plane, but invisible objects are just invisible.
But a good thief would go onto the ethereal plane because seeing invisibility is probably very useful, but seeing onto the ethereal isn't going to happen nearly as often. So honestly, that's handy.
I just wish see invisibility wasn't so limited. It's like 10 feet.
Yeah.
You know, I have to be like right next to them to see it, and that's terrifying.
Alright.
So yeah, just in the ethereal site, I'll take a look around the ballroom.
Okay. The auction is going to start very soon. There's an announcement from
Mhm.
Jacob. The seating
Okay.
area has been prepared. So,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like a lot of the lower cost reserved items have been bought just outright, and a lot of them are like cheap items. Like there was like an ugly ceramic jewelry box set that was only worth like 5 gold pieces, so that's gone. A couple
Mhm.
other small items are gone as well.
That damn picture of the sketch of the donkey. It's just really so plain.
So very plain.
I mean,
No.
of course,
Steve.
Lady Tabitha will probably buy it because you know her and her portrayals of animals. She loves those pastoral animals.
Actually, the sketching of the mule is one something that Tabitha family donated. So it's
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then never mind. My bad.
yeah, the mule like
I
one
misunderstood the comments before.
um so yeah, a lot of the lower price items that people aren't like vying for have been taken off the market. Most of the paintings, since there's interest in multiple parties, are being are going to be auctioned off. So things, people are seated. People have their numbers.
Can I ask a question first?
Yes, of course.
Is there anything that we're keeping out of view of the folks here? Anything that like we've got? We're telling them, yes, we have. We are selling this at the auction, but we're not.
It's up to you. The magical items could be locked
Probably the
away.
magic items.
Yeah, the magical
Yeah.
items probably were locked away then,
Okay.
and they will probably be presented later.
Yeah, I'd like to. Excuse me. Sorry. I would like to go to where the magical items are being kept.
Okay, that probably would be the vault.
Right. With the sight turned on, trying to find a thief. I don't know.
Okay. All right. You roll a perception check for me, please.
Okay.
You do not see anything in your vicinity. ethereal wise, dark vision wise.
Well, I can only have one or the other, so it's ethereal sight I chose.
Okay. Nothing ethereally then.
Okay.
All right. Zaitari walks in just as the auction is getting underway. I believe the items being sold first are. Let me get the order. Potion, channel. Okay. Clothing is on the docket first. So among these are the engraven silk cloak with the alabaster clasps, and some belt buckles that nobody really took that much interest in. Ancient leather hat and whatnot. So yes.
While we were out on the floor, did Tegan express any interest in anything?
Roll an insight check.
Yay. Terribly. Oh, okay. Yep, no. It's one of the one times I roll high when it doesn't really matter.
Let me give you the...
I do have the list
Yep.
up.
Can't spell words today.
Is that up for auction now, or is that going with jewelry?
That's going with jewelry.
Okay.
Alright. And Jacob will say, okay. So right now he's on the pair of ancient leather gloves that were going at reserve for 65 gold pieces. And he says, okay, I got 40. Do I have 50? 50. Do I have 60, 70, 80, 90? I have 80. Going, 80. Do I have 85? 85, 85. No? No? No. 85 going once, 85 going twice. Sold to... Who bought that? Sold to Iras Kote and Ronny. That's the... So sold to 154... That's the halfling woman that you have been keeping an eye on.
Alrighty.
Alright. Alright, so the clothing goes pretty quickly because there weren't too many of that.
When she won the lot, did that halfling woman look like smug, or did she just look like happy that she won it? Like
She was
was this a power move?
She was stone face.
Awesome.
Alright. She was stone face. Yeah, she was just like, okay, it's an item. I'll get that. Anyways, so the clothing goes pretty quickly because there weren't too many items on there. The first magic item is now going to be sewed. So they are going to bring. So you guys had decided that you're going to sell the the Mind Spike, I believe, and the Serpent Staff. Was there another one?
The serpent staff, yes. Did Rain want the mind spike dagger?
Nah, I had too many daggers not to attend to as it is. I don't think it's that useful.
It does like psychic damage and gives you advantage and stuff.
Yeah,
Is it
but my-
attuned though?
Yeah,
Yes, it is. I think.
yeah.
I think the
Hellfire
other-
helps with my saves and gives me fire resistance, so
Yeah.
it's good. It's just it's gonna be sitting in until we like absolutely need it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Did we get
I
an
mean-
estimate on how much it would go for?
The Mind Spike?
Yeah.
Let me take a look at it again.
Yeah, you gain advantage on all attacks against the creature, while Mind Spike remains lodged in their brain, and you can cast Detect Thoughts against the target creature at will as a bonus action.
Yeah, but you've got to actually get it lodged in their brain. That's not a
Yeah,
guarantee, right?
no.
Um,
And you're at disadvantage to stab it into their brain.
Yeah.
Estimate, Alexandria would have told you would be for, so it is very rare. It is a weapon. That's what you. So, Alexandria says you should put it on reserve for at least 10,000 gold pieces.
Oh god, sell it.
Yeah, we might regret it for one battle, one time, but I don't think it's going to be that useful all the time. So I think we sell it.
Yeah. The serpent staff we're keeping locked in the vault forever.
Yeah.
Until we know what it does. For sure.
We know what it does. Well, yes.
Until
Okay.
we know that it's not going to summon a Nith.
Yes.
Okay,
That's-
fair
that's
enough.
mostly
as a
the
delicious
worry.
bonus to its regular.
Or some curse that we can't identify.
Right.
We could have had Alexandria. I mean, it's not like, she arrived. We told her take a bath, take take a rest. It wasn't like the next day was the auction, was it?
No, we had her look at it. She couldn't
Right.
tell anything specific about it.
Okay.
Yeah, just pretty much.
We didn't get a-
Yeah, you guys didn't.
Yeah, we did not get a 100% confirmed on it being anything other than what she could tell it was. So,
Okay. We'll keep it locked in the vault then, I guess.
Okay. All right. The starting price for this item is gonna be for, and usually they start out a little lower than the reserve. The starting price will be for 8,000 gold pieces. Do I have 8,000 gold pieces? I have 8,000 gold pieces for 101. Do I have 2,000? I want 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000. I got 11,000, 12,000. I have. Sorry. I have 17,000. I have 17,000 going once. I have 17,000 going twice. Okay. Sold to 205. And you see, a woman next to Jacob writing down numbers next to items. All right, 275. All right, 17.
and who bought that?
There is a very wealthy merchant. You think he's a merchant. He is a balding older individual with thin spectacle glasses. Yeah, he doesn't like
No mutton chops.
no mutton chops. Very
Nervous
well
sweat.
dressed. A little on the thinner side. But yeah, it doesn't. Tilda, you don't recognize him as a noble. But so you're assuming merchant. But yeah, he buys it.
Okay.
I don't think I'm in the same room, so.
Oh yeah, you're in the vault.
I'm at the vault. I'm
Yeah,
not
you're at
in the vault.
You're at the vault. All right. So 17,000 gold pieces. All right. Jacob says we will now continue to the statues and sketches. So he goes on with the statues and sketches, and those go fairly quickly.
Does Rain buy the?
Rain, did you want to buy the mule? Okay. All right. So up for auction, we have this etching of a mule. We will start the bid at 10 gold pieces. 10 gold pieces. The artist, and actually you learn that the artist is, one second, I got the info right here for this beautiful etching of a mule. Actually, if you want to see what it looks like,
Why not? Since you got it.
Copy.
Ah.
I gotta bring it. I gotta click and drag.
No.
Just give it a second to load. At least my connection. There it is. Etching of a mule. It's a very fuzzy mule.
Yep, very shaggy mule.
Very shaggy mule. All right. This beautiful piece of artwork is sketched by, when I get to the file, which I should have had open like a minute ago.
It's like part sheep, part mule.
Yeah,
Maybe it's from an alpine area.
Maybe.
Smell it. Does it smell like pine?
I mean,
The painting itself?
No, the mule.
There is no actual mule.
all right. This etching was etched by Esta Lavoie, a great second cousin of the of the late Lord Lavoie. All right, 10 gold pieces. Do I have 10? Okay. Rain, are you actually going to bid on this thing? All
yes.
right. Okay.
I
Good.
just want. Rain is waiting to see.
All right. 10. I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're now past the reserve price. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
25.
25. I have 25. 25 going once. 25 going twice. 25 sold to whatever number you decide to pick up.
69.
Yep, 00001.
Oh, to 420 now.
Or 8,085.
8,085. 805. 8085. All right. Thank you.
Do you mean 80,085?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 80.
Sorry.
Because you spelled Bob's.
I had to think about it. Okay.
All right, you have a.
Bobs. Jesus.
All right. So two boobs.
Oh goodness.
All right.
We are mature.
Very adult.
We're very
Yeah,
adult. Yeah,
D&D
we're
party.
adult.
Well, if
We
you're
are
not
adults.
claiming 69, then Zaitari.
Were you guys gonna sell the potion? Or
No, we're
is-
keeping that.
is the mind
Yeah,
spike
we
the
should do is we should solve the weird health potion.
Not
Oh,
that
man.
either.
No.
sign the NDA for that?
Yeah.
So
We are not responsible for.
were there any other items? Was it the mind spike the only thing?
Oh god, no. There was a couple things.
Okay.
I had the agility Ioun stone that I
Okay.
didn't want anymore. And nobody else did, so
Okay,
that
the
was going up
agility
for auction.
Ioun stone. Alright. Alright. I have here a Ioun stone of agility. Makes you faster, makes you more dexterous. Starting price for the Ioun agility stone is reserve is 12,000 gold pieces for the Ioun stone of agility. Is it okay?
I'm reacting to Lynn's thing.
Oh,
not-
okay. Alright. Alright, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Do I hear 16? 16 and a half? 16 and a half. 17, 18, 19? No? 18 and a half. 18 and a half going once. 18 and a half going twice. 18,500 gold pieces for the Ioun stone of agility. Okay. That goes to 171, please. Thank you. Alright, we are going to now move on to jewelry. We have a lot to go by, folks, so actually it's been a few hours, so there is a short tea break, bathroom break, intermission.
Mhm.
So you see
We need to get ready for Act 2.
Ronny, you've been keeping an eye on Eris, right?
Yeah.
Like a hawk.
Yeah, Eris and just general vibes in the room. I want to make sure nobody's like sending secret signals to somebody else or anything like that. You know, trying to make sure the auction stays fair and it doesn't get rigged.
I'll be
Okay.
right back.
All right. That's okay.
Passive perception 25, passive insight 20.
Okay. Eris is taking note of the larger things that are being sold. Like she is actively to you, but subtly to the untrained eye, looking at the things people are being sold to, things that are being sold, who they're being sold to. Scott is not so subtly doing this, and he's falling asleep at some points.
I feel
Awesome.
targeted.
I did not mean that in any way.
No, I know. I'm teasing.
Okay, the iron flask.
Don't care what's in it, apparently.
It's empty.
It's empty.
It's empty? Okay.
All right. Iron flask is up for grabs. Alright. I'll ask, who said BRB? Did Lindsay BRB?
Lynn, yeah.
Okay. I'll ask her
Yeah.
what she wants to sell. But jewelry is coming up, and then after jewelry will be, paintings.
Yeah, I'm just taking a look at what I have. Was there anything that Tilda wanted to sell?
No, because Ro is a hoarder.
Okay.
I'll take this etching of a mule off now.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to continue looking at it.
No, I'm good.
Gonna put it up in the main hall.
I dub thee Larry.
Ronny has a stunning lack of items to sell for this. His inventory's all spell components and nothing else.
Yeah. Yeah, the only other thing I have is the Amulet of Non-Detection, but I want to keep that on me just in case.
Okay. Rain, please roll a perception check for me.
Did I notice anything funny during the auction?
Talk to my elven, I see.
What's your passive insight, Zaitari?
Me?
Yeah.
One moment. I think it's a 22.
Okay.
Yes, it's a 22.
You notice the individual Scott taking lots of notes and not really being. He's trying to hide the fact that he's scoping out who's getting what, but he's not good at it.
Yeah, no, he's not. I'm gonna go talk to Dr. Cara.
Okay.
About him.
All right. She's by the back. Just been keeping an eye on things. Has a glass of water, just sipping it casually. Oh, hello, Zaitari. Can I help you?
Yes. There's a individual that I think often a few of my companions have noticed.
The larger set fellow?
Yes, he's been taking a lot of notes. Doing a very bad job at hiding.
I believe, and I spoke to the gentleman that addressed him much earlier in the day. He's a Scott Haxwood, merchant from the area. I was able to get a few tidbits of information about him. Apparently, he's really bad at cards. He hasn't been around for a while, and it looks like he has a withdrawal problem of the illicit substance sort.
Yes.
I am not sure. I believe he is here for somebody else, of course.
Would Rain have told us about the halfling woman?
Probably would have gotten around to it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Rain mentioned that there was a halfling woman who was keeping an eye on Scott. She had a bit of a strong reaction when she noticed that Rain was talking to him.
She is... I know Eris. She, very
What's
well...
funny is Eris's theme, Aerith's theme, just came up on my playlist.
Nice. I know her. She didn't really strike me as suspicious, but maybe my eyes are getting a little weary as I age. I know her. She is one of the more wealthier merchants in Valido.
I think we'll want to keep an eye on her, just in case.
I also know that she is she has a lot of deals in the more underground markets. So, interesting. Alright, I'll keep an eye on her as well. Of course, she has dealings in the underground markets, but, nobody can prove anything.
Of course.
She's good at what she does.
God, Coda, you're shitting so much.
Them short-haired kitties.
Yeah, I'm trying to comb him. Just doesn't stop.
Does he like being combed?
He does.
Okay, that's good.
Sorry, I was dealing with cat vomit.
That's alright.
Oh.
It's the season.
Tis.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they were just talking about this.
Shedding season.
Coda's shedding so much. So much.
Okay.
Oh, good. He conveniently just laid on his other side for me.
Hey.
What's up?
What's up, Coda?
Lynn, did Melanie want to sell anything? You guys mentioned that you had some stuff you wanted to get rid of.
I don't think so.
Because we have the arrows of water elemental slaying, but I understand wanting to keep onto the hold of those just in case. But
yeah,
I don't know if there's any weapons or items that you have that you don't use anymore, which was one of the reasons that kind of brought this on, besides the dragon horde that we got.
Not really. I'm keeping the Sunblade because it's very possible that it could come in handy against anything that's, what's the word I'm looking for? The opposite of resistant. Vulnerable.
Vulnerable, yeah.
Yeah, if anything's vulnerable to radiant or has something that happens on radiant damage, which is not unusual for evil or otherworldly creatures, so keeping hold of that. Let me just... I have a...
What about those boots?
Boots of the Winterlands?
Yeah.
I feel like if we ever fight a cold thing, like a dragon that breathes cold or something like that, then I'll probably attune to them because I would get resistance to cold damage.
Okay.
Which is pretty handy if we're fighting a bunch of cold stuff. So I feel like it makes more sense to keep both those items just in an arsenal and just have them if we need them. I mean, if anyone specifically wants me to get rid of them and have the money instead, I can do so, but...
No, this is your decision. I'm just trying to think of things that I think you might have had. And you also have that plant bow.
Yeah, but Rain gave that to me.
Slots.
Well, Rain gave that to me, so that's sentimental.
Hmm.
So, it stays. I looked through my stuff.
Okay. Any opinions on me keeping the pipes of haunting? I think those were one of the things I was going to get rid of.
Give him to Shaddoc.
Oh
No.
Nope, no.
Good God. Oh my
Nope,
God.
she has a plain ass recorder. And that's it for a while. Yeah, so the pipes of haunting are also going to get sold.
Alright, Pipes of Haunting. Excellent. Alright. Alright. Pipes of Haunting. Alright, so before they get into jewelry, they will sell the Pipes of Haunting. And they will go for, unless anybody is bidding for them, Pipes
Rid
of
a couple things
Haunting.
List here.
They are uncommon, so the reserve for that is a little lower. Hi, Ketchup. How are you doing? He is being a lab cat.
Last thing, I have a Wand of Magic Missile. Does anybody want it? Because I rarely use it. I did before, but not anymore.
Requires attunement?
No, it's just a wand.
I mean, Ronny could use that.
Okay.
I would keep it around, yeah. If it doesn't
Yeah,
require
yeah,
attunement.
absolutely. That's why I wanted to ask if anybody wanted it. Then Ronny can have it.
Alright. The Pipes of Haunting will eventually go for... Ooh, okay. The Pipes of Haunting end up being sold to a very eccentric looking fellow who has multicolored feathered earrings and a tricorn hat with a white feather in it, and one of those chin goatees for 2,000 gold pieces. Okay. And you notice that some whatever instruments they had been selling, he has also made bids on them. Some he's won, some he hasn't. So maybe a collector of sorts. All right. They continue with jewelry. The ornate silver medallion inlaid with mahogany wood gets put up for auction. The starting price is 110 gold pieces for it. So Jacob starts going, I hear 110, 120, 125. We're past the reserve price. 135. 140.
140. Oh, no.
No.
145.
Alright, 145. 145 going once? 145 going twice? Sold! 145 to 69. Alright.
Uh-oh. From whomst?
Hold on. Sorry. I'm sorry!
Sure, there's a lot of private messages going on tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So let's see. We're still at jewelry. Hi, Ketchup. Bye, Ketchup. I see where I'm not wanted. Okay, next we have this. So we have this lovely necklace, given to us by the Allard family, once owned by Lady Guinevere herself. we will start at 900 gold pieces. This beautiful sapphire and diamond necklace that is in the shape of a that has a flower motif. In the center of it is as you can see, there is a a sparrow with wide wings. Starting the bid at 900, 900, 1000, past the reserve, 1100, 1200, 1400, 1450. Do I hear 15? 1450 going once, 1450 going twice, sold for 1450. Next up, we have this beautiful pewter ring inlaid with iron. There is a shell motif symbolizing the symbol with a spiro, symbolizing the symbol of Melora. Do I have 5? Are you bidding 5, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Do I hear 10? 10? Alright. Do I hear 15?
Okay, so somebody bid 10.
Somebody bid 10.
I look at Tilda for permission.
Tilda's not there.
She's at the vault.
I'll do it over the bridge. It's 15. Is that okay?
Yes, darling.
Yes.
Okay, 15. Alright, 15 going once, 15 going twice. So, do you have a number, sir?
I just imagine he does not.
4. Because I can count to 10 now.
Yes, you can. So to 004.
I'm so proud.
Please, and you hear, actually, Ronny, can you read lips?
I can.
You see him, you see, Jacob whisper to the woman that's, writing down numbers, to the turtle, please. And she, like, scribbles a note.
I look very proud of myself.
Well, how did it go? Do you need more?
15 is what it stopped at.
Oh, wonderful. Did you get the ring?
Yes,
Wonderful.
I did. Thank you.
Alright. Next up, again, donated by, given to us by the Allard family, is a pair of black pearl diamond earrings, shape of lilies. We will start the bidding at 200 gold pieces for the pair, once owned by the deceased Lady Henrietta.
While the bidding for these items is going on, the small, expensive items, I would like to keep a very close eye on anybody watching, not the items, but who purchases them. I know that somebody had mentioned the halfling. I don't know if it was mentioned to everybody, but I would just kind of like to be making sure that no one's, like, plotting for some shit.
Okay, roll an insight check. Or investigation, whichever's higher.
I actually have a higher insight.
Yeah, that Scott guy, he's real shady. That's the
Okay.
only person you see, though.
Okay.
Right. So the earrings. I have 200. 250. Do I hear 250? 250. Do
250. Oh,
Alright.
damn it.
300. Alright, we are past the reserve. 350. Do I hear 350?
350.
Alright, 350 going once, 350 going twice. So, to 69 for 350.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. So all the Allard family jewelry is going pretty quickly. Next up is we have this lovely carved scarab set with precious jewels. As demonstrated by Matilda, you pull one of the legs, and the wing cases open to reveal a tiny miniature painting. We will start the bidding at 350, and
Coda.
that continues. All right, so the bidding goes on. Everything is sold except for a couple little trinkets, and then the iron flask gets put up for auction.
Oh boy.
Let's see. The iron flask ends up going for okay. Iron flask. I just need to see its item level.
We're selling the iron flask?
You're selling the
Yes.
iron flask, apparently. Okay. We will start the bidding for
Damn, I
the
did not realize that was in the list. That sounds like a horrible thing to sell.
for the iron
There's
flask.
nothing in it.
It's
That's
empty.
and we should then put something in it when we have to fight something badass.
For starting out for 40,000 gold pieces.
Oh,
Melody's
Jesus,
like,
okay.
gimme!
I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I believe-
spend 40,000 gold on that though.
Yeah, I believe the reason why we decided to sell it ultimately was because of that quote that we got.
Okay, I might have just forgotten that.
Yeah, the reserve is 50,000.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, well.
Alright. 40. I have 40. 45. 45.
Yes.
Huh?
Nothing,
have
I was just saying,
okay.
yes.
I have 45. 50. I have 50 going off the No, we are off the reserve. Do I hear 50? Okay, 50. And you hear somebody shout 51. 51. Do I have here 52? 53? No. 52? 51. 51 going
Who
once.
shouted 51?
There is
Sorry, never mind.
Okay.
I forgot I wasn't there.
Okay.
Very curious about it. So
Oh, yeah,
Melanie would
yes.
like to know.
51
yeah,
going
I'm-
once. 51 going twice. Sold to 262.
I will definitely look back and see who bought.
All right. There is actually a. All right. I need to write down the price at which it's sold, so I can just calculate all this for you later.
Just butt tons of money.
Yes, this is what we need. We need money.
Enough that if you were to hide it in your butt, you would weigh a lot. That's what butt tons means. In case anyone was curious.
Thank you for explaining that for us.
It's a very precise measurement.
I see.
All right. 5, 2. All right. The man in question has a wide brim hat that partially covers his face.
Mhm.
He is in pretty simple robes. Just carrying what looks like to be a quarterstaff that looks like it is doubling as a walking stick.
Okay.
That's kind of leaned against his chair and looks like he used it to push himself up to make the bid. He has a dark beard that is very well kept. The hat hides his eyes, and he has he wears gloves on his hands of like a darker brown variety. They could be leather from your distance.
So he looks like a wizard.
He looks like a wizard.
Okay.
somebody who might be able to conjure things.
Potentially.
All right. All right. So we will now continue with the paintings. It did. All right. So the auction goes on, and yeah. Paintings are sold really quickly. Most of the nobility looks like they bid on the paintings. Lots of people have lots of decorating they need to do. Scott and Iris are looking. Well, Scott, you guys know this. Yeah, definitely taking notes. Iris, noticeably not noticeably, but subtly looking at people. And that is the end of the auction. Payment is due immediately. There are no lines of credit. Please see us at the designated area one at a time, please. Thank you and good night. It is nighttime at this point.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I would like to keep an eye on that area. Not like obtusely, because I understand rich people don't like, flashing money in front of everyone. But I would just like to kind of keep an eye on the comings and goings and make sure nothing weird happens.
Yeah, there are several several guards in the back room where the money is being exchanged. And
oh yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 rooms technically. So they can handle 2 people at a time, and it's more comfortable if you're by yourself with the guards and the exchange is to be made. So yeah, that happens. Iris goes to yes?
I'd really like to go talk to the wizard-looking dude.
Okay. So he's kind of hanging back, waiting for other people to receive get their items first. So he's just drinking some wine that he got at the snack table. And so how do you approach him?
Oh, just very casually walk up. I'll grab something from the snack table, and just kind of move over and say, "So, how did you find the auction?"
Oh, it was hello there. It was quite lovely. I came here and I bid on something I was looking for quite some time, and it was a nice affair. Especially the setting. Setting's quite lovely. I love this ballroom.
Well, thank you. This is it's not my keep. It's one of the, I guess, owners.
Ah, I see. You and the 4 others, correct?
Yes.
It is a very lovely keep.
Well, thank you very much.
Maybe one of these days I'll visit. I'll stay in. Well, I'll drink at the tavern. That is, the Rook and Rose, correct?
Correct. You should stop by sometime. We have an ale drake who tells stories.
Yes. Roll an insight check on him, Zaitari.
Yes, I was just about to say, I'm so sorry. How rude of me. My name is Zaitari Zestaban, and you are?
My name is...
Let's see.
Hold on. My name is Alexander. Alexander Wolf.
Okay.
One sec.
Okay.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well. You'll have to apologize for my forwardness. It's just, these items go for so much.
Mhm.
Do you have anything in mind to use it for?
I do. I do actually. Um, it's just a wonder I came across one that they are extremely rare and extremely hard to craft. So to to find one at an auction is actually almost as lucky as if I find one myself. Um,
Yes, I can only imagine. We came across it during one of our adventures and, well, never had the chance to use it. So, well, why not sell it?
of course. As adventuring one does. I've been on a few myself. It's
Oh, wonderful. Have any interesting tales?
quite a few that would take probably a very long time to explain. But yes, traveling all over the place, meeting wonderful people, meeting not so wonderful people, memories that you don't really forget ever.
No, I would have to say this has definitely been a very interesting part of my life. Why not a few weeks ago we came back from the wilds after oh shit, I already forgot the name of the city. City of Scales. We got back from the City of Scales, having just defeated a Yuan-Ti mummy lich and a newly risen demi-goddess.
Zaitari, roll a perception check.
Sure. I'm not good at this. Oh, please. Please roll 20, you piece of shit. Give me a good number. No!
Okay. What's your passive insight again? I'm sorry.
It's a 22.
Okay. When he says, memories that are hard to forget,
Mm-hmm.
he never, you notice that he never really looks at you.
Mm-hmm.
That hat's kind of always obscuring your vision of his his eyes. You see his lower part of his face fine enough. But he's definitely making a motion to hide the upper part of his face.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Alexander Wolf, I've never actually heard of that name. I've been around quite a lot. Before I was an adventurer, I went around with this caravan called the Wandering Moon. I don't know if you've heard of it, but we put on wonderful shows all around the world. And normally bards they swap stories of adventures and such, and I've just never heard yours.
well, that means I'm not one for much show, so that means I've done my job very well, I suppose.
Yes, of course, that has to be it. I'm not being coy with my tone.
Well, but it's very nice to be in Leona again. It's been a while since I've been back. One could
What
say.
was the last time that brought you back?
Last time I was back, I was visiting family.
I see.
It's.
Are they still around?
They are. They are still around. It was very nice to see them again. I don't get to see them often.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that.
My line of work, you think you have so much time, but in reality, you don't.
Yes. I do understand that. I mean, I haven't lived a very long life, but, well, with where our adventures take us, they just keep getting more and more dangerous. But, Matilda Loyalars part of our adventuring party. Through her, I might have met some of your family if they're local to the area. Might inquire as to who.
They're just I don't know if Lady Matilda would know who they are. They're they're common folk. Just they live to the northwest of here. I don't think she would know.
Well, it all really depends. I'm not really sure how this noble thing works. There's duchies and such. I so badly wish I could read his mind. Ooh, interesting. I'm going to try to over the brooch. I'm going to say to Tilda, Tilda, there is a very interesting man who bought our iron flask that I'm currently talking to, and he says you wouldn't know his family, but he's lying. Would you mind coming up and maybe we could try to corner him on some details? I just want to make sure that the person who bought this isn't, going to use it for some kind of evil, nefarious purposes. Also, he lied about his name.
You had me at he lie about me not knowing his family. I'll be there soon. I get up there as soon as possible. Like, I mean, I'm not
Bitch, I know everybody.
I'm not running because a lady never runs, but
Of course.
I am swiftly walking.
If only it was acceptable to always be on your broom.
Oh, yeah.
Your flying broom.
Shit. Yes. Anyway, I swiftly walk up there, and spot Zaitari, and go over to her.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes,
Tilda,
exactly.
wonderful.
Hello, Zaitari. Who are you chatting with?
I need
this is...
I need both of you to roll an insight check now.
Oh boy.
Hang on. Oh, fuck. Why don't I have my notes open? I'm a fucking moron. 'Cause
I would introduce him as we're making this insight check.
Give me a second. I will roll.
Like, he's hiding his face. He looks like a wizard. I've never heard of him.
Zaitari, he stiffens a little bit as Tilda approaches.
Interesting.
Let me see if Tilda... Yeah, Tilda, you see that too. Roll well. I need you to roll perception check now. Now that Zaitari has pointed him out and, hiding the eyes.
I can't see his face.
Okay.
His hat's too shady.
His hat's too shady. Yes, it's really shady.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
He's also slim, so, we might call him Slim Shady. We just need the real one to stand up.
Yeah. Because he's not the real Slim Shady.
Nope.
It's lovely to meet you, Lady Matilda. It's you have a lovely keep.
Thank you.
Oh, look! The line has shortened considerably. I should go pick up my item.
I catch his arm as he's trying to leave. And kind of crane my head to look under the hat.
Much more direct than me.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. Could you let go of my arm, please?
Since I was watching the
Galloway?
partaking of money, am I anywhere near this area?
Yeah.
I would like to go, my god, and run by and try to, like, just accidentally kind of knock into him.
Oh,
and
man.
Then run to the other room.
I had this covered, man.
Oh.
9 points of damage.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
Give
Sorry. I thought that maybe it was gonna get weird, and so I decided to try to help.
It's okay.
Well, it is now.
It is now, exactly.
It is now.
Give me a minute.
What did Tilda say before Melanie comes crashing in?
I mean, I feel like that's gonna be lost in the crash anyway, so I'm kind of hesitant to say it. What did you say?
Give me a second.
What were you saying, Lynn?
Yelling clong, 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 clong.
Oh,
That was
I
just
see.
the sound of Melanie running.
Okay.
Okay. He is. Shit. All right. What are you
Do I
doing
need to
again,
roll, like, a
Melanie?
deception check? So I'm trying to. I look past him. And I'm like, oh. And after looking really surprised, I go, oh god, and I run towards the other room. And in doing so, I maybe accidentally bump into him a little bit.
Like, you're not trying to body check him. You're just trying
No,
to.
no,
Like, oh,
I'm
I'm
just
so
trying
sorry,
to
sir.
like set him off balance, and like maybe if I knock a hood off, then that happens.
So this linebacker tackles him.
Yeah.
He's not good at this.
Yeah, I know he's a wizard. He's shit at this.
He's not good at this. Could you roll like a athletics check? I just want to see
Yes,
how
I can.
badly he fails.
Oh boy. Oh wow, that's a 10.
He doesn't fail as bad as you think, but he kind of like stumbles. Hat falls off. Immediately goes for the hat, and
Hat falls off.
Hat
What do we
falls
see?
off.
What do we see?
He's gonna close his eyes. Hold on, I'm messaging you.
Me?
I said row.
Ro. I thought you said you. Got very excited.
Yeah. Only special people get messaged.
That's fair.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Nice.
What you gonna get? Do you know?
Got these weird abstract pieces she's been posting. She wants somebody to be tattooed with them, so she's cutting them like $100 off.
Ooh,
Oh,
if you'll
nice.
do it, and it's my style. So I'm like, absolutely, sign me up.
If you wouldn't mind sharing, could you share some of the pieces? I love looking at tattoo artist concepts.
I'll put the link on. It's on Instagram. So
Cool.
yeah, she was posting all these stuff, and she's like, I need someone. I want to put these on a person. And I was like, yes, please. It's weird. It's marine life.
Ooh, I love stuff like that.
Ah, that's cool.
Oh, the octopus one. Oh, I want
I
it.
know. I wanted the octopus one, but then I was like, that's predictable. Let's do the whale. A fat bitch for a fat bitch will match.
I love octopuses. Octopi.
They're very smart. But I like the composition of the whale one a lot. So
I like the weird deer dragonfish thing.
Yeah, same.
Her stuff's really nice, and I'm real bummed that she's moving.
Oh, you
Yeah,
mean,
I
oh,
love her line work. I love
had
that it looks like a sketchy pen.
Yeah.
I had 3 pieces lined up with her, like big pieces: a chest, a whole like thigh up to the hip, and then the tops of my feet. But she's moving, so a year's worth of planning is gonna.
Is Phoenix like too far to drive? I have no idea how
don't-
far away things are in Arizona.
I just don't have a car.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that makes it
over
harder.
It does.
To drive places? Yes, it does.
Yes.
Yes. Also, the Western Dragon is Haku from Spirited Away.
Yeah. it is.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Tilda says, Melanie, how clumsy of you. You've overturned our guest. Please give him his hat back. Sir, I completely, I apologize profusely. Please allow me to, allow us to speak further about this. I insist you must, share a drink with us. I insist. Darling.
Okay.
Yes, I'm sure you have many lovely, not lovely, sorry, many
very sorry,
interesting and varied stories about your adventures.
Yeah. I do. Can I go purchase my flask?
Not yet. No, darling. I mean, we have to. It's going to stay there. It's not going anywhere. Have a drink with us. In this room, over here. Come along. I kind of like loop my arm in his.
All right. At this point, when you're leading him away, he says, "Lady Matilda, I need to get that flask, and I need to get out
You
of
will
here."
have it. But I want to know what's going on here. Were you the one who conjured all the things, all the various rodents?
No, that was something else. I just
What? Do you know what it was?
no. I'm just.
Is he
here...
lying to me?
Roll an insight check.
Same. Can I also do that? I'm trying to flank him so that he can't, like, easily leave.
He's not lying. You don't think he's lying. He says to you,
Holy moly!
Zaitari, he seems like he's truthful.
Yeah. I rolled a 19.
He
Yeah.
says, I only came back here because I know you were selling a flask and I needed to get one. I have
Did
nothing.
you get here? Galloway!
Shh, not so loud!
Over the brooch, Rain has heard some commotion. What's going on?
It's quite alright, we're dealing with it.
Okay, listen.
But I want to know.
Okay,
I'm not sorry, I'll tell you about the next interesting thing that happens.
I cannot.
I was gonna fill her in while Jared was going on.
I cannot see my family. They cannot see their.
We're taking you away from the ballroom, darling.
Okay.
It's fine.
All right. He is. Look. I'm. If I explain myself, will you let me go? And
Yes.
All right. I'm a chronomancer. I came back.
Time magic?
Yes.
Time magic. Yes.
Yes.
This is our good friend, Little Galloway.
Hello, Lady Zaitari. Hello, Sir Melanie. Nice to see you again.
Wait. Frog kid?
Insight!
Mm-hmm.
Insight! Insight!
What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Okay.
I mean, he seems to be truthful. He seems to be
The
telling the
eyes?
truth. He's got the
The
eyes.
eyes. He's got the eyes.
Okay. Okay.
Shush. He can't be seen by his family.
Yeah,
He
he's
cannot
like
see his family.
he just puts
Okay,
the hat
fine.
low.
So
Let's
do not
go
make
to the other room.
a ruckus. If Rain would like to join, she may. I would prefer somebody be staying out here and keeping an eye on things, but
I'll stay and keep an eye on things, but I want information later. Even if we
Don't
don't share
worry.
it.
We'll
the-
fill you in.
I gave you cookies. And then I walk away.
She did. They were pretty good oatmeal cookies. Listen, I can't really tell you much because time. But like I said, I'm just here to buy the flask because I needed some time. Later.
How did you learn?
I grew up. I tried to be a cleric of Ayun. That didn't really work out. But apparently, because I have god blood in me, that makes me very good at divination, and even more so than the regular person. So, therefore, my talents got picked up by somebody.
Tilda just kind of thinks rude and keeps going. Just let it keep going.
To be honest, you had a hand in it too, but in my wizarding schooling. So, but I picked up the eye of somebody very good, and he taught me. And remember that prophecy a long time ago?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of working on that right now. So, I can't tell you guys much. It would screw a lot of things up.
I might imagine.
So, I mean, you seeing me is bad enough. I thought I could just come in, get my flask, and come out, but...
Oh, darling, you should have known better than that.
I should
Nothing goes on here that we don't know about,
I should have hired
except
somebody.
for potential conjured animals.
Don't know anything about the conjured animals. That wasn't me.
I believe you.
I apologize for being rude. I'm just a little shaken, and I should have just hired somebody to put a disguise on me.
It's quite all right. You know, Iron Flask, as you said, very rare, very powerful. Just wanted to make sure who the person who's buying it isn't some evil big bad guy who's going to use it for nefarious purposes.
Oh no, they're going to be used for very good purposes. I assure you.
Insight check.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
I mean, he seems truthful.
I know. I believe Galloway. I do. I just
Yeah, suspicious. I get it.
need to.
Unless somebody is dressed up as what he's going to look like as an adult, as some sort of multi-level disguise.
Oh boy. All right, Alexander.
We've done enough insight checks to, I think, rule that possibility out. Anyway.
My curiosity has been sated.
Oh, thank you.
I believe you are, at least for me, free to go make your purchase and then go off to wherever it is that you need to go.
Thank you.
Whenever.
Whenever.
Oh god.
Yes.
Indeed.
Oh god. I thought. Anyways, thank you. Thank you very much. It was a lovely auction, and it was lovely to see my mother and sister again. Like I said, I haven't seen them for a while. Like I said, and he looks at you, Zaitari, and not you in the eyes anymore. You think you have all the time in the world, but you really don't.
Ooh, spooky. Hate that. Thanks, Galloway.
Does Zaitari actually say that?
Yes,
is
she
it-
would have said, "Ooh, spooky."
Spooky.
And then kind of under her breath, "Thanks, Galloway." So
I meant seeing my family, not seeing them often.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounded like you were prophesizing my death.
No.
So,
No. I wouldn't be that.
Does sound like you might want to visit your mother a little more often, though.
Well, in the
I
situation...
say to Zaitari.
Oh.
That's...
Yes, that is a good point.
All right, Galloway.
All right. Well,
Who do you... Who did you learn the chronomancy from?
I imagine that's something he can't tell us.
Shut up. He might have
What?
actually said it.
I mean, so I'll leave you with this one thing because he's already pretty famous around here. Well, not around here, up north. So do you know the wall around Al Gore, the one that can't be penetrated?
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the wizard? So there was a wizard named Avalarian who made that wall.
Sure.
Obviously, yes.
He's my teacher.
Is he a lich?
No, he's not a lich. He's a chronomancer. That's why...
He's managed to stay alive. by
Also, don't you
manipulating
wizards
time.
have really high-level magics that can just make you keep going on?
Yes, they're usually called liches.
Well, no, I mean, like, clone.
Soldier just kind of gives Zaitari a look. And then...
What? I read about it.
Go on, get your flask. Get out of here.
Thank you.
Go back to when you... came from. Whence you came from.
He stops. He looks like he's considering something, but then he shakes his head. Yes. Be well, all of you. And he very, hurries off to the room.
Galloway!
Yes?
I know you cannot tell us much about our futures, but... Do Theodric and I ever have children? I don't need to know how many or which... what genders they might be. I just...
He stops. He puts a hand on your shoulder, and he looks at you, and he says,
Cara.
I think... Simply...
Just tell me!
He smiles at you. You do. You do. It's a big smile.
Okay.
Your son is the teacher who teaches him. Dun dun dun.
It's, and he says simply, and I think they're going to be the best thing that ever happens to this world.
Yeah.
Walks off.
Yo, is it?
Oh,
Fucking
boy.
big enough already.
Oh, Jesus.
Already thought Wayne and Melanie were bad.
As he's walking away, I'm keeping a close eye for Duchess Magnolia and Lady Mabel and young Lord Galloway.
Yep.
Trying to make sure that they don't meet up with older Galloway.
Yep. Yeah. So he quickly goes in, makes his purchase, and leaves, without saying a word, being very quiet. Very quiet. Yeah. And yeah.
I'm gonna go pick up my stuff
All right.
as well.
Earrings and necklace. Yep.
I'll find
Yeah.
somebody to get 10 more gold from and then go pick up the ring.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I mean,
I imagine there's a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. Tilda would have given you the 10 gold at some point if you just ask.
Yeah, he just needs the 10 gold for the ring. He has 5. He knows that much. He knows he has 5. He can count that money.
If you're just kind of waiting outside the, or waiting in line or whatever, it's like Tilda will give you, the gold that you asked for.
I'll pick up the ring.
I imagine the medallion and also the
Yep.
earrings are in some sort of box.
Yep. They're
Okay.
all packaged and set aside for you.
Okay. Then after I go pick up my things, I will go over to Tegan
Mhm.
and present him with the box.
Oh. You didn't have to.
Well, I saw you eyeing it, and I wanted to get you something.
I see. He opens the box. He looks at it. It's lovely. Thank you.
I think it suits you.
Yeah, I think it does. He thumbs the symbol on the medallion.
Does the symbol mean something?
It's not identical, but it's very similar to my family's crest.
I see.
Thank you.
Of course.
It's lovely.
And I'll give him a kiss on the cheek.
And those earrings will be very lovely on you as well.
Yes, I think so.
And only those earrings.
Oh my
wink, wink.
Oh. Oh my gosh. You know, I was thinking about saying that, and I was just like, I'm an adult, and then you did it.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, it might have been a little skeevy if it had come from Tegan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Zaitari would still appreciate it.
Yeah, no.
I feel like this. I feel like
might
it's a very Zaitari and Tegan's relationship thing to say.
Yes.
So,
Yes, it is.
All right.
yeah.
Melanie, you know that if everybody was talking about Iris, she pretty much went and got her things first. Dr. Adams comes up to you, Zaitari, and says, I told a few individuals to keep an eye on her.
Also, apparently, there's been somebody conjuring animals.
There has?
Mm-hmm. Well,
I know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw a squirrel earlier, but I didn't think anything of it.
Especially
Especially when it disappeared.
Tilda mentioned something. There was I believe, a giant badger and a giant rat.
I did not know about the giant badger and rat.
Yes, and they were conjured.
Mm.
So, probably somebody trying to distract us to get us separated, because I did take the squirrel and I didn't, take care of it, but I locked it out because I didn't know at the time that it might have been conjured.
Badger was taken care of. Still feel like a little bit bad about that, but that's okay.
So something fishy's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's all related, but
I don't know if that's could have been just a distraction, but one of Haxwood left quite early as well. You'll be happy to know he squeals like a pig.
Ooh, interesting. What happened?
Well, and she kind of brings you in a little closer. So apparently, well, when you threaten a man's private area, he talks very quickly, so it doesn't receive any damage.
Yes,
He
I'm familiar with that experience.
Yep. He's borrowed a lot of money from the honest men, and this was one of his ways. One of the ways of getting out of that debt. To make sure they know who bought what.
I see.
Yeah. I'm assuming Eris is probably doing the same. She's a little sneakier, though.
Who are you talking to right now?
Dr. Adams,
Ah.
our art historian.
Mm-hmm.
But, I've notified a few people to, the guards are going to patrol the roads a little more carefully right now. So hopefully they'll be fine. And they are hanging back a little bit, so the individuals who purchased their items. So I've convinced a few of them maybe they should have a drink at the tavern and hang.
Wonderful, more business for us.
And stay there for a little while, because it might be dangerous outside tonight. You might have a few stragglers in the tavern, just so you know.
That's quite all right. We also have rooms.
Yeah, those might be booked outright, like, quickly. But, thank you for allowing me to do some security for your auction. It looks like it went surprisingly well, especially that iron flask going for so much. That's
I
a pretty
know, I
penny.
was very impressed.
And other than the conjured animals, it seems like a relatively quiet night.
I would have to agree, though we're gonna have to get down to figuring out who conjured those animals.
Yeah. Yes. Alright. Well, I am going to start heading back home with some of the with the auction employees. They're heading to Valido anyways, and that's where I'm going, so safety in numbers.
Of course.
Alright.
Though, if you wish, we do have guest quarters. You're more than welcome to stay.
I'd like to sleep in my own bed tonight, if that's...
Of course.
Yeah.
That is no issue.
Alright. You have a good night, Zaitari.
You as well, Dr. Adam.
Sir.
Thank you for all of the help.
No problem.
I'm going to share a photo of you with Koto's current position.
Ah, nice.
Parrot.
Yep.
Love shoulder cats.
He just started doing this. I have no idea why.
'Cause it's wonderful.
Oh no, I'm very happy about it. It's new.
I will say that when I was younger, like 12 or 13 maybe, we had a cat that loved to be a parrot cat, and it was like a little bit too big for a 12-year-old.
Oh.
So it was like a little bit much, because like you'd get sore. He was a big boy. He was like, I want to be on your shoulder, and it was like, oh god, because he would like climb your body to get there. It wasn't...
Yeah.
Yeah.
He only does it when I'm sitting in my computer chair right now, which I'm more than fine with because I don't want him climbing on my body.
Yeah, it's painful. I'm not a tree.
Yeah. Anyways, cat talk.
Yep, cat talk. Hey Ronnie,
Yes,
Marin comes and finds you.
that's good. I was about to go find her.
Okay. It's like, hey Ronnie, I didn't want to bug you. You seemed kind of busy during the whole auction.
I'm really happy you came. Did your dad come too, or is it just you?
It's just me. His hip's bothering him again, unfortunately.
Is he doing the stretches I told him about?
I've been making him. I don't know if he's doing his evening stretches though. I'm gonna have to talk to him about that when I get back to Valido. But yeah, lots of rich people here, spending lots of money.
Yeah, I got you this, and I'm gonna pull out the ring. Saw you looking at it, so I figured I'd grab it for you.
Oh, I shouldn't have. He's such a sweetie. Yeah, she takes the ring and looks at it. I liked it because it has a symbol of Melora, you know, making offerings to her and whatnot.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Which reminds me, I got you something too. I hope you like it.
You didn't have to get me anything.
I saw him and it made me think of you. So, she rummages in her pouch and she holds out a box. I think you'll find these pretty useful because of your, deity and whatnot.
Oh, okay. Are you heading back tonight, or did you want to stay in one of the guest quarters here and leave in the morning?
I think I'm gonna, if it's cool if it's alright with you, I was thinking of drinking in the tavern a little bit. I was gonna get one of the rooms there, but I can stay in one of the guest quarters here. If that's cool.
My friends have been encouraging me to take more initiative in my life, and I would like to stay here.
Well, I'm very proud of you, Roddy, and that's exactly what you're doing. Why don't you open up the box and see if you like what I gave you?
I open it up.
Inside are a set of calibrated weights. It's for if you need to balance something out, but you're not sure, the weight of it and whatnot. Needs to get something equally as weighted.
Yeah, it'll go real nice on my shrine. I've been working on a shrine. Might have a new convert too, which is something I wasn't really expecting, but it's coming along.
That's great. I'd love to see your shrine.
Yeah, as long as you ain't too drunk when you come back, I'll show it to you.
Ronnie, it takes more than probably what they've got over there to get me too wasted. I'll come see.
It's an interesting place.
Come on. Wanna get a drink together?
Oh, I don't really drink. You know that.
I'm sure they have milk.
Then at least come get some milk or water, and I hear you guys have a very interesting ale drake there. Might have some good seaworthy stories.
Yeah, I don't think they need me here anymore, so yeah, I'll come along.
All right, let's go.
Let me put the scales away first.
Of course.
The weights. I'm just gonna run them up to my room real quick.
Yep.
And I will go with her.
All right.
Imagining a large, upright turtle running on little stubby legs.
I think he's also power walking.
I can't run. My knees are so bad. If I ran, I would just crumple like a piece of paper.
Oh.
So I'm just walking.
Let me run these up to my room real quick.
She knows the pace you walks, and she knows the pace you walks, and she keeps pace with you. She doesn't
most
speed.
Of your life on a ship, it really messes up your joints.
Oh yeah, it probably does. Didn't think about that.
We need to find you some kind of knee balm.
All right.
Actually, what if we were to just if your knees aren't good from having a long hard life, we'll just cut off your legs and regrow them.
Oh my god!
So I literally had that thought. I just did not externalize it.
I would just regrow what I lost, which is bad knees.
You sure?
I don't regrow body parts that are younger than the rest of the person.
Well, yeah, but they would be physically new. So like any ligament damage would, in theory, be resolved.
I don't know. It's still age.
Maybe.
Better go tweet at Cameron Crawford and find out.
Let's tweet him.
If you were to cut an old person's leg off
Legs off.
to get better knees, would that work with regenerate?
Rules
Or
as
no?
intended. Is this the knee replacement surgery of D&D?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Do you guys want to know how much you've made in total?
Yes,
Absolutely.
All right.
Please. God, yes.
Altogether, with the magic items and the items you sold, taking a small cut for the auction items to the auction house so they can pay their employees and stuff.
Mhm.
And the
course.
money that you have to give to the people who had given items to the auction for selling, but you take a small cut of that.
Yes. I imagine we would have worked a smaller cut for the magic items just
Mhm.
because they were going for a much higher price than everything else.
Yep. You have about, and I rounded, 94,500 gold pieces.
Oh,
We could have bought that flask.
So, you guys can think about what you
We
want to do.
also imagine if he'd bought it and then just been like, "All right, give it to young me," and then just left.
what was it? 95,400?
95,500, sorry.
Fine.
94,500.
94.
Okay.
I'll just put
I
it.
believe.
I had slight audio number dyslexia.
We divided it evenly, 18,900 apiece.
Yep.
I'm assuming we're just putting it in the vault, aren't we?
Well,
Group funds.
a portion of it is going into group fund.
Yeah.
And does Ronnie want any of the money?
Unless it's for spell components, not really.
Yeah, in the past he's given it to the group funds or just Tilda.
He is aware of the fact that his spells cost more than everybody else's combined. And he is also very cognizant of the fact that he has no concept of anything greater than 10. So giving him money is really not smart.
Yeah.
Ron, if you borrow 10 gold from me. Just take it off.
So, are we going to divide it by 5 or by 6?
I think we should take like half and put it in the group funds, and then divide the rest of it. And just know that the group funds can be used for like a lot of shit.
Yeah, the
Or-
group funds. Putting them in the group funds isn't taking it away from you guys. It's
Yeah.
I'm saying it was. I'm just saying, hey, this is how much we're getting per person. You
So-
know, that's a big number for you.
I
That's
am.
mine.
Yeah.
This is mine. You can't have it.
I am going to warn you. Your bags of holding do have a limit. You might want to get these converted to platinum.
Oh no, I'm getting everything converted to platinum now.
But yeah.
Um,
Also,
Get more money on other people than she spent on her own shit.
I also at this point, this is the amount of money that we really shouldn't carry with us. Like, don't have all this on you. Good lord.
I do agree. So if we divided it in half, it would be 47,250 going into the vault, which I think is more than okay. That can buy a lot of stuff if we need it. And then if we divide that by 5, we would get 9,450 each.
And the Ronnie's portion will go to group funds.
so how much are we getting each? I'm sorry.
9,450, and there's
Okay.
47,250 going into group fund.
Oh, so does that one have one more 0 than it should on it? Oh no, that's the half and then the 5.
Yes.
And, okay, so
Mhm.
9,450 per person.
Yeah.
Plus 822. Okay. I real fucking rich.
We all
I
are.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, you
This
guys are
is-
probably all richer than me because I've been spending mine. So
Money on his person, Ronnie is very poor, but he has very few needs, so it doesn't really matter.
yeah, I mean, also it would be very irresponsible to give Ronnie that amount of money.
I don't know how much that means.
Exactly. He would just be like, I'm gonna put half of it on the left side of my shrine and half of it on the right side of my shrine. And we'd be like, that's cool, dude. Look, yes.
And he'd be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Off to the
Would
right.
real-
1, 2, 3,
We're
4.
not the teens yet in our lessons. We're close, but not there yet.
I was gonna say, would theoretically Ronnie be able to do tens of tens? You know, like count out 10 things and then just put it in a pile, and then count 10 more and just keep doing that until they got 10 of 10.
And once he gets 10 of 10, then he gets real confused.
Yeah, that would probably be
That has
it.
greater implications than what he is capable
Yeah.
of.
Yes, that would make sense.
If he ever wants stuff, he asks for group funds because most of his shopping is usually reserved for helping somebody else out or buying components.
Mm-hmm.
So
We can definitely afford all of the wards for the keep now.
Mm-hmm.
We can use the group funds for that if
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
What else
assuming
would
that there's an upkeep cost for our keep. I don't know what it is though.
Well,
Like-
theoretically, it sustains itself through stuff from the tavern,
Okay.
and we also have some other things that generate revenue.
Okay.
Where the
And
money
so it's-
was back in the oldie days.
Yes.
Now, is it roughly equalizing self-sustaining, or like do we have a small profit, small loss? Like,
do
I'm
we
only
have a
curious
surplus or not?
because
Yeah.
yeah, well, and we're going into an off time, so we might actually care about the money because we might have to be like, oh, I'm gonna do this for X amount of time.
Yeah,
So
especially
even
if
if
it's
we-
a year, because I'm going to do guards and wards. for the
Yeah.
keep.
Okay. Do we want to say a year?
That's a big jump.
So Melanie is going to want at least 6 months before she goes on another adventure, but Lynn has Darrington if she needs it. So
As Darrington.
Lynn made a paladin in case anyone
Yep.
needed to take her adventuring while Melanie was being a mom. And Melanie will still probably be not, I don't know. We'll see what momhood does to her.
It's been a lot. Zaitari has been looking forward to potentially long amounts of downtime. 6 months at least. A year is preferable. Because she would like to go places and try to see things. And hire out people to do stuff for the keep.
I mean, both Tilda and Ro have no real preference about how long the break is. It's really up to you, Darren.
Okay.
For me, just
I have never done a year break.
It's a long time.
It's a long
That is
time,
a
but you
long
guys have a lot to do. Like I said at the beginning, Tilda has a duchy to run now, with her husband.
we're trying for a baby.
and trying for a baby. So that, and government trying for a
We
baby.
need to make an heir.
You got 3 months, lady.
Wait, that baby.
Zaitari has shit she wants to do because she's been like doing a
I
lot
want
of
to go
shit.
on tour.
See, here's the thing. I think it would be actually really hilarious for Tilda to be pregnant on an adventure.
Oh my
I think it
God.
would be funny too. It just reminds me of shit. I'm forgetting Mary Elizabeth McGlynn's character's name right now.
Zara.
Yeah, Zara. Yeah, because she was pregnant.
Yeah.
I mean that
At
still
least
might
the
be
baby will be safe.
I mean
What?
that still might be the case. It might take a while. There are no fertility
Yeah.
fertility clinics I
But
don't
there's
know.
the power
but
of
there's
prayer.
magic. So, like, I feel like there's probably the equivalent somewhere.
I know that's one of those things that's like it feels like it would be kind of gross if it was written in to the
Yeah, that'd
Oh,
be creepy.
absolutely. Yeah.
and creepy, but absolute like there should be something.
There's
yeah, there's
probably,
definitely-
I mean, between Rain and Demeter, I'm sure there's potions or herbs that can be found.
Hilda would probably rather die.
Also, I mean, there's probably druids and clerics and all that kind of things. Like, all of the clerics of any sort of fertility god are
Yeah.
going to be all about that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
they'll
yeah,
be like,
absolutely.
oh, yeah, let's
All
do
about
some
that
rain.
base. About that base.
Yeah. And now Rain and Melanie have a kid.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fucking
fine.
work.
I'm gonna have
And-
to do some rolls.
Still
for Ronny
haven't-
this year.
Still haven't introduced into your family.
That's true.
Yeah, I know. And I still haven't actually asked her if she wants to, like, officially live with us and, like, officially be adopted, which I'm going to do. But I
Yeah, but you
haven't
wanted to
yet.
give that some time anyway, so...
Yeah, I didn't want to be like, hey, you've been here a week, you want to live with me forever and take my last name, but under a marriage way. Like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give her a little while.
And then
Fair
Ronnie's got to learn all the letters.
I'm gonna learn all the
A
letters.
lot of them.
I'm gonna have to do some rolls to see if he survives the fucking year because he's been through it in the 3 months he's known you guys.
Oh goodness.
Oh, gosh,
Listen,
alright.
if Demeter figures out the Ocean Song Rose
Oh no!
tea,
Yeah. Oh, you think we're
we-
not feeding that to Ronnie?
Ronnie is
He's not
fucking
gonna let
getting
that
some.
happen. But he's not gonna let that happen. He's not down with it.
I mean, you guys still have the potion.
Yep.
Well,
do.
also, it might even be something that would just like make your body ache less in the last few bits. Like,
At the
it
very
might even
least.
just make age less painful.
That's not his style, though.
Oh, that's fair.
And if you
We're
guys
just trying to
force-fed
help-
him, he would bring the whole keep down. He's got Earthquake now, and there's nothing stopping him.
Oh no!
That would be really shitty. Or like sneaking it into your food, also really shitty.
Oh
I don't
god,
think any of us
no,
would do
no,
that.
that feels really bad.
Yeah.
Most likely he'll join the crew with the captain and Martin again for a little bit, just to keep busy because he's got to have something to do. And then I'll make a couple rolls and I'll inform Darren if anything needs to change.
Okay. Oh god.
He got turned to stone back to back in like 12 seconds.
Oh
And
yeah,
that
he's-
does-
died like 24 hours ahead of time. That ages a man.
That fucks
I
with
mean-
you, yeah.
It wouldn't be the first time that you've come back with a new character.
I know. In my defense, the last two ones usually revolved around some awful, like, real world stuff happening.
No, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Ronnie's I just wanted to play an old dude. And there's a consequence to playing an old dude. Sometimes old dudes just die.
Die.
That's very
Yep.
true.
Yep.
So, adventuring's hard.
Oh god, I might have to roll that for my other character in the other game. Shit.
Yeah.
She's old.
Eleanor.
She's an old halfling.
You know, sometimes age just catches up to even the strongest adventurers.
I forgot about that.
You know what's gonna happen to that group if she's not around? They're gonna die.
We're all gonna die. Nim will go off on some on some scouting mission all on their own. Alexia will enter the tournament.
I'm
And
like,
just be,
oh, this man isn't evil. I'll heal him again.
yeah,
And just
that.
stab for it.
And Zed will drink
Yeah, and then
A lot.
a lot.
and then he's going to be taken out by a guard probably.
Yeah,
Sweet
for
poetic
starting.
justice.
Oh, shouting.
He almost killed one, so
Sounds like
Yeah.
you're the party mom, Darren.
I am the
She
party
is.
mom. I am
She's the party
mom.
grandma.
Ah, okay.
I
We
made-
literally call her grandma.
I made them a bucket of granola because I was worried about them.
That's
My
adorable.
first clerics I ever played, he was worried about his teammates not eating very well, so he bought a gigantic sack of dried beans and kept making bean stew to make it have fiber and protein.
Oh.
They did not appreciate it.
Some people just aren't prepared to be loved the way you guys love, apparently.
We're on the same wavelength. Old folks taking care of the young folks.
All right. All right. So yeah, I think I'm gonna need 2 weeks. So the next time we would play would be, well,
Next week, because I'll be figuring something out.
well, next time you
I'm
guys
setting up
will
yeah.
play, something will be next week. But reconvening, looks like the 19th of June.
Okay.
There will be a year of downtime. Think about what you guys want to do.
Ro, are you gonna do a one shot that it's most likely gonna stay a 1?